spilled coffee.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next session of From Nothing, the Lodge at Endsmeet, including our session 0. This is our 1-year anniversary session, which is very exciting.
We
Unfortunately, we are missing Simic, one of our players, due to computer issues, but he will be back with us hopefully soon. Before anything else, let's go ahead and get a player recap on what happened last time. Emily, I believe you volunteered.
I have.
So let's hear
Uh,
what happened.
so at the beginning of session 32, we met Torek Dougal after accidentally killing most of his honor guard. Sorry. Um, he was a revenant. We kind of, I think it was Ori that rolled that Arcana, or maybe it was Velen. I think like between Ori and Velen, we kind of figured out that he was a revenant, an undead creature that had to accomplish something. And he told us that his brother locked him down here, and it was really weird because he apparently was made a revenant like during the silence somehow. So that's mysterious.
He's not a religiously affiliated revenant. It
Yeah.
seems more like a weird
Like a
curse.
curse somehow. Yeah.
Some arcanic
Some
shenanigans.
weird arcane something curse. And so he essentially his mission is to kill his brother, but he can't do that because he's trapped in here. And so Velen essentially was like, well, that sucks, we're gonna get you the fuck out of here. But it also became clear that like we can't kill his brother, whose first name I have Dougal, but I don't
It's
have a first
Sean,
name.
right?
Sean? Is
Sean.
it Sean?
It's like a catch-22 of Torek has to kill Sean.
Right.
But
Essentially,
Torek can't
we need to,
leave,
like,
and Sean won't come to meet Torek.
yeah. And so we
And
need to
neither
like
of them
wrap
can
him in
die.
a carpet. We need to like knock him out and wrap him in a carpet and bring him to Torek so he can
That'll
do
be
the
easy.
killing blow. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, especially because he's a very powerful spellcaster apparently, so that's scary. Also, we don't want him to know that we know about him. However, we might not have to do this kind of all by ourselves because Torek asked us to go to Malachor to basically petition Lord Ashitari to basically be like, hey, this deal that you made with the Dougals is now like corrupted and soaked
Has been
in
for a hot minute.
corrupt. Yeah, it's bad. They have broken your rules. And so Velen was like, yes, we promise we're gonna do this. And to kind of seal that promise, I don't think it's been identified yet, but he gave Velen a ring that he had on his finger, which was sweet as hell. The art was very cool. And then Velen painted a replica of it because she's so sweet and used her paints to do that, so he still had a ring. And so we said that we would do this for him, and then he kind of told us that there was somebody else still in the crypt. He like sensed someone still here, but like didn't really know its intention. And so also Ori had a sweet moment with Artie, where poor Artie was like still recovering and reeling from that bomb throw thing from the episode before. And so Ori basically was like, hey, we need your big brain, buddy. And that kind of snapped Artie out of it. And he helped us kind of identify the correct brick to push on so we could get to the next layer of the like under crypt. And as we explored, we found a strange creature trying to perform a ritual over the body of a dead woman who is presumably the woman that Velen and Seeker heard in their heads for asking for help. She was pretty well beyond help at that point, though. So we did try to have a plan. Velen sneaked forward invisibly and kind of like reported on it basically and was like, nope, this is some bad shit. We need to attack this right now so it doesn't do whatever the fuck it's doing, because it was in the middle of a ritual that involved it having like some purple flame in its hand, and whatever it was going to do was not great. And so we tried very hard to attack this thing. We found, I think Artie had a really high Arcana roll and figured out it was a Bodak, this like terrifying undead sort of thing that used to be a spellcaster that can't really cast spells now, but has some like other terrifying stuff that it can do.
It's like all spellcaster, none of the soul, I think.
Yeah, like doesn't have a
was described.
soul. So we kept trying to break its concentration on this stupid ritual, and we could not do it. It was too beefy. Um, even though Ori literally like hit it with a fireball and crit it with a firebolt, nope, apparently it was like resistant to fire. Um,
Apparently.
Tess tried to turn this thing, and it nat 20'd its no on that twice, which was funny and also annoying. Um, anyway, thus began a really harrowing battle, during which the Bodak kind of like had this thing where it could look at various people as like a legendary action, and if you failed to save the con save by more than 5, people just like immediately dropped to 0 hit points, so it was really, really scary. Eventually, it did complete its ritual and became a bone claw, and then it was even scarier and could like step through the shadows and stuff. And we all barely escaped with our lives. And it was the scariest part, I think, was after Velen had gone down, and then it immediately started like eating Velen's life force, basically, eating her hit dice so it could recover. But
Luckily,
fortunately,
it knocked down the bard with a really minuscule hit die.
Velen nat
nobody-
1 on her first
oh,
death save.
Velen, that
That
one
was
on her
True,
that
first
was
and
death
Dude
the
save.
stepped in.
Yeah, already Dooch over the table saved her life with inspiration.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was all very bad. But then we took the thing
It was
down.
awful.
I actually didn't write down who got the killing blow on it.
It was Artie.
And I think it was Art. Yeah, it was
Claudia
Artie.
had been
Yeah,
wailing on this thing,
yeah.
and
Claudia
then
had been
Artie was like,
taking hit after hit. Yeah.
Shot both of his arms off and then
Yeah.
decapitated him.
yeah, it was like with 3 bolts or something like that.
It also kind of in the end stages sort of had a little bit of a vendetta against Tess, because Tess kept trying to turn it, and was like, "Hello, heretic," and it was creepy. And so Artie cast Sanctuary on Tess with his last spell slot, and then Tess reluctantly cast Blink on herself. And while Tess was like had blinked into the ethereal plane, she saw all these ghosts around that were watching us. That unclear if they are like all malevolent or what, but it seems like maybe not the best thing. And that's where we ended up with Tess kind of blinking back to the material plane and realizing we are being watched.
Okay. Well done. I think you have covered everything.
Yay, good job.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hmm?
In that case, let's go ahead and pick right up where we left off. I'm going to go ahead and move the map. In the aftermath of your fight, where Cal Crooks and Tess's spiritual weapons still float aimlessly, you are still in the catacombs or beneath them in this large ritual chamber.
Guys, we should get out of here. There are ghosts everywhere, and they're watching us.
We came here to do something.
I think we came here to find the way that they were going in and out, like the second entrance. Because we have to leave that way, because if we go up, we're going to get stopped by townsfolk or cultists or both.
We are all a little too banged up to be dealing with anybody else right now.
Mm-hmm.
I do plan to
Uh,
burn the temple to the ground. But I don't think that it would be wise to undertake that part of my task while the Revenant is still down here.
I mean, he can't die, but he'll probably be mad if his crypt is on fire.
It's
Well-
not it's not that. We need to not we don't want to reveal our knowledge. And we are gonna it sounds like we're gonna need to escape from here.
And it sounds like we're going to need to come back anyways.
All right, well, let's see if we can find the way these cultists were getting out of here into the graveyard. Or he kind of pushes back up to her feet.
Okay.
Heidi,
you
Claudia goes over to this body, by the way.
Heidi says she's going to meet us on the road with the cart and the horses and stuff.
Good.
I start kicking this bone claw around.
It
Uh,
ragdolls like Skyrim.
yeah, it's kind of shifts over. It weighs a lot.
Yeah, so I'm nudging its limbs more than
Roll
it.
me an investigation.
Okay.
I'm gonna healing hands myself.
That's
Good
probably
call.
wise.
Cal is also going to cure wounds himself.
Okay.
Actually, is there a body here? Didn't the bone claw go in it?
Yeah, the bone claw like went into the body and like
Yeah, the body.
Messed it
had-
up.
Yeah,
I was
the
just
body-
Okay,
wondering
Rory.
if there is a leftover anything over here.
Hey.
Yeah, Ori.
Oh yeah.
As
What?
you are kicking and shoving the body of the bone claw around, you see that it is still wearing some of the vestments of the garb that the corpse of the woman was wearing.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh,
Never
honey.
mind, I don't go over this body. There isn't one.
Yeah, the other
Uh,
thing that we were doing down here was trying to save that woman, but obviously we.
Are there markings on the vestments? Or is it just...
No, it looks like traveler's clothes, generally in shades of blue. You do find a locket that is torn apart from the bone claw's thicker neck and is
Oh,
on
buddy.
the stone beneath it.
I'm going to pick it up.
Hey,
Seems
Tess?
mundane.
Yep.
Okay. But
Do
it
you know
looks
much?
might
Sorry.
be able to like... sorry. That was me talking. Go ahead.
Well, no, but you were actually doing a thing. I was just RPing, so you should do
Well,
the
that's
thing.
good. Keep going.
Okay. Tess, I don't know much about Anna. Do you?
I mean, I know some things. Really important god. Can I roll history about it now?
You can roll religion.
Or religion, not history.
Artie, go ahead and roll me investigation while you're up there.
What do you want to know, Valen?
I want to know if, when we leave here, if there's a sacrifice that I can make to her to apologize for what's been done to her temple.
Well, I think that's a good idea. I think it's important to note, though, that it's not our fault.
It's not our fault, but I have a divine mission and it's not over yet, and I just feel like some respect is owed to her, and I'd like to come up with what to do to give it.
I understand. I got a 16, Echo. What do I know about it now?
First, Artie, with that 34 investigation, and the strange brown, mottled and rotten garment that the Bodak was wearing, which is slumped on the ground, you see there is a small rod that appears to be made of maybe silver or platinum or electrum, some very shiny, polished metal. You find it sticking out of the folds of this garment. Yes.
On this body, or
It's
Bodak's
where the
body.
body was. It's
okay.
The body's
Before it
not.
became a
Neither
bone claw.
body are still there, so this actually needs to be gone. They both became the bone claw. With a 16, Tess, you know Anna is the goddess of fire, redemption, and destruction. Very much the goddess who is thought to have created the world, and the myths about her are all about cleansing problems through holy fire.
Okay, so she's totally gonna be down with just burning down the temple when we get
Probably.
there.
I think just saying a blessing for her over it, and in fact, it seems like she, based on the little that I know, I feel like she would be happy. Like your holy mission might overlap with kind of her whole vibe. So, saying it's obviously you're burning this down in Dawes' name, but blessing for
That
Anna.
it's so charming that he's using me to network. Okay, let's
But is it surprising?
no.
Makes sense for a god of ambition, I guess.
He's
I hate
No,
to
I
be
like
predictable,
this.
After all.
I
Can you
I
ask
have-
him if he's ambitious on getting us out of here?
I think that's what I'm for.
You could ask him. I mean,
I'm just... or he's just being a butt.
mm-hmm.
I like this. I do. Okay.
Okay.
Claudia's been sniffing for an exit this entire time.
Good girl.
You
That's right.
can roll perception and advantage using
Yeah.
smell.
What smells like air? Or like a portal or something. Ozone.
Or graveyard dirt.
Yeah,
Mhm.
anything. Okay.
Huge
good thing I rolled
snake
with
on my front
advantage.
porch.
Water.
Huge snack? That's because you live in Florida.
With a 20, Claudia, you smell death. You smell rotten soil. You smell old bone dust. You don't smell fresh air,
Oh my god.
but to be fair, the smell of the bodak and the bone claw was almost overpowering.
So I don't get a hint of a way out of here with my sniffer?
No.
Heck.
I pick up the rod and I'm gonna give it a once over with my eyes and minute seeing to see if there's any buttons, anything intricate on it, anything I can gleam off of the rod.
Roll investigation at advantage.
Don't shake it more than twice.
Yeah, that snake was huge. A million. I rolled a million.
You roll
Yeah,
a 37.
okay. Settle down and leave some
you-
of the rolls for the rest of us.
You see that the rod appears to be simple in design, but it is extremely well made. There is a symbol along the one end. Well, okay, it's not really a head or a base because
It's a cylinder.
it's just a cylinder. The symbol appears to look as though it is a hand holding up index, middle, and thumb with cord wrapped around the palm.
Oh, I know this guy.
Oh, can I religion that? Seems like a god
Or-
thing.
yeah, I would ask if I didn't know.
Artie, are you proficient in religion, Artie?
I have a +10.
That's not what
but
I
you're not
asked.
proficient.
no.
Your bonuses
Jesus.
can be profound, but if you've never read a book on it,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Already, I'm an expert in acrobatics and I have a +10, so I'm a little miffed about that, but alright, go on.
Tess, you
I got-
don't recognize the symbol.
Yeah.
Artie, you can roll religion to see if you've seen this before.
You want me to roll at a disadvantage?
No, just roll it.
Okay.
Already has seen everything.
17.
This is the symbol of Tysus. With a 17, you're aware that Tysus is one of the famed gods of death, a genderless god and renowned for gathering the souls of the dead from the astral sea to escort them to their judgment.
That doesn't sound bad.
Can I glean what kind of material this is made out of?
When you look closer at it, sure, it is
Mhm.
platinum. It also,
Oh.
being an artificer, you are aware it is a magic item.
Okay.
Bella's gonna have to do a little dance.
Yeah, we can do that later. I'm gonna put this in the bag of holding in case it's fucking cursed, because I feel like everything might be cursed.
When you attempt to put it in the bag of holding, it seems to resist.
It explodes.
You're such a good
Ah.
boy.
It doesn't want to go in the bag of holding, and I don't know how to feel about that.
It's almost as though you're trying to push two magnets together.
Yep, it won't go through there.
Huh. Well, wait.
This. Mhm.
So, it won't go in the bag of holding. And doesn't Tysus hold sway over the astral sea? Perhaps the rod is somehow connected to planar travel, or...
You're so fucking smart. Hell for
Well,
hell.
I'm not as smart as Artie. I've only got a +8. But
I just know stuff about things.
It's the tattoos. He cheats.
Yeah, a little bit. And the glasses, they help a lot too.
Hey,
I need
doesn't he-
tattoos, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you wouldn't look bad with them, I'm sure.
I have a
Okay,
question.
so that
Just a quick thing. While I was snuffing around, can I get, since I don't have her in my smell index, can I get what Ori smells like?
Oh.
That's up to Ori.
What does Ori smell like? Ori smells like a freshly pressed books and
Oh yeah,
A
that
little
ink
bit-
paper.
a little bit of smoke.
I love
Oh yeah. So Claudia just sniffs past you, pauses, sniffs you over, and then keeps going.
Ori looks but does not say anything. She's like, okay.
hey, Yeah,
Not
get
the
used to
I
weirdest
it.
got the
thing that
cartoon
any of us
image
have
of
ever
like
done.
the dog's nostrils just
To the ground.
over her real quick.
Yeah, that's 100% what happened.
Um, the last thing we touched that was a planar thing. Was that a ring that was off the glassmaker, or what was that
It was a
piece?
key.
It was a key. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't have detect magic or anything like that, but okay. We can
Okay.
I'll put this in my hip since it doesn't want to go to a different dimension, being all stubborn and shit, but we do have to find the sneakiest way out of here. I'm gonna start checking the
Claudia,
walls and I'm gonna come.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go, 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 go,
I
go,
took
go.
a video of Brahm's snoot just for you.
That's what
Aw.
it looked
Aw.
like.
Wait,
Wow,
it
he
really
looked like he got
was.
mascara on.
Yeah, he got good eyeliner.
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
So thinking if that's the one entrance here and there's probably another way out, I'm gonna start making my way across the walls and just kind of like however long it may take to just
Yeah, where
work
did
my
we?
way
Sure.
downward and
Velen,
just try to
Here.
see.
I'd like to know what Velen's doing while this is happening.
Well, she didn't think she was going to be very useful in the searching, so she was just kind of. First, she healed herself, and then she's just kind of been hanging out by Tess. She's not really doing very much right now.
Okay. While that happens, Cal finally sees how hurt Tess is and is going to heal Tess.
Oh.
Because he can't see anything down here.
I lit a torch
Great.
for him.
You are far
Sure she
away now.
I probably
Maybe she
should.
handed it off.
I don't need
Velen,
it.
Velen
Tess,
will.
you heal for 19.
Oh, damn. Thank you. That's excellent.
Velen is going to pull a crossbow bolt out of her quiver and cast light on it.
Okay.
Ah. Oh.
So now we have a little bit of light here.
When you do that, Cal has just finished casting Cure Wounds, and he says, "Oh, thank you.
I kept thinking about trying to do that during the fight, but then there were so many things happening.
That creature could put out light, so that might have been a waste of time."
Well, it almost put me out like a light, so
I'm glad it didn't.
me too. Ugh. Would have been a really
Well-
embarrassing way to die.
You wouldn't have died.
Thanks, Tess.
I wouldn't have let you.
Well, you might have died for a moment, but it wouldn't have stuck.
Not permanently.
Valen gives Tess a hug.
Tess hugs Velen back and then looks kind of sadly over at the body of the kind of crumpled body of the woman that was the bone claw, that the woman that was the bone claw that is now.
The woman formerly known as Woman, who is now a Bone Claw.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ori,
I'm
Yes.
sorry we weren't able to help her in time, Velen.
Yeah.
It was like a waste.
Ori, you have arrived at a note of interest. Please roll me an investigation.
Okay. I will do that.
You are still emitting torchlight. You're just
Ah, okay. That's fine.
far.
Just 23.
Just 23.
In front of you is a large round archway. It is elliptical in shape and seems symmetrical from left to right. The stone looks as though it has been here for a long time, and it looks damaged, but the ellipse shape is still complete. You notice with a 23, on the inside of the elliptical shape, on the inside of the stones, there is a perfect ring where the stone is clean and reflects the light where the rest of it does not.
Are you saying something, Frog?
I was, yes.
Ah, that's what I thought.
I assumed you were deep in thought.
Whoops.
I saw
uh,
your little hand moving, and I was like, she's muted.
Hilarious. She'll look over at Claudia, who is nearby, and gesture her closer. Come here, what do you think of this? Does it look like maybe something's been scraping this, or
Does it look? Is it like an indent, or is it just a section of the wall that's weirdly polished and smooth compared to the
It's
texture
not the
of the
wall.
rock?
It's inside this
Inside.
elliptical ring. It is a perfect band of clean stone all the way around.
How big is it?
No more than half an inch wide.
how deep is this?
So look at
arch?
Ori and say, "What about that rod?"
Maybe about 8 inches.
Ah, the rod.
Uh-huh.
Might work.
Just tap it.
I mean, maybe.
Artie,
We should
I
have
need
him
your
come look at
rod.
it either way. Come here.
Claudia, you're a wolf right now. That's weird.
RT, I need your brain.
That's the weird
Okay.
part.
Yeah, I'm coming. I don't know where you guys are.
Or
Oh,
down.
So I'm just
all
gonna
the way
run.
south.
Straight
Oh,
down.
that way. Gotcha. Gotcha. It's dark in here.
Make the noise with your feet.
They're emitting light. They are the easiest
I have a
things
torch.
to find right now.
I
Okay.
just couldn't see because the
Not-
pillar was in the way.
No, we're not very
Alright.
far away, right? Can we hear this conversation?
You heard
Probably.
Claudia shout.
Yeah, we could mosey.
There's no way you wouldn't.
No, Tess is staying right here.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
mosey.
I produced the rod.
Well, Cal says, and now I'm blind.
Oh no.
I'm going to head to the torch. He will-
Smart man.
One rod, milady.
Thank
Oh.
you, sir. Maybe just tap the smooth part, or maybe don't do that, but maybe look at it and then pick.
Is it about the same shape,
No,
like
not at
diameter-wise?
all.
Okay, I get
It is nothing in relation to it. So you look at the rod.
I poke
the
it.
rod is okay. Hold on.
I'm gonna look at Claudia, look at it, realize it's not gonna fit, and I'll
It's not
fucking
about
give her the
fitting. Okay, like this archway is like 8 feet tall,
Uh-huh.
and inside the archway, in a ring, there is clean stone in a band that's about 2 inches wide, all the way around.
Oh,
Ah.
it's like I thought you meant there was like
Uh,
that itty bitty spot.
I've
But
No.
you meant
seen that
it's
hole.
it's like pixel width as like a brush on MS Paint. Is,
Yes,
I
Can I
see what you're
push
saying now.
the back of this thing?
it's a wall. It doesn't. It does not give at all.
Hmm.
It's cold to the touch.
Okay, well wave the rod, Artie.
I wave the rod back and forth like I'm at a rave.
Where are you as you do this?
Do-do-do-do-do.
I'm standing in between the thing, and I guess if it's the only notable thing, I'd say I'd trace the band
The
across the archway.
the instant that the rod comes into contact with the band, you feel a tingle in the palm of your hand.
Oh, that did something.
Got a vibrate setting?
Yeah, that did something. I'm gonna like trace it from corner round to corner.
Like a singing glass.
Nothing changes. You still feel like pressure on the palm of your hand.
Maybe you
Okay.
activate the rod.
Okay. Does anybody know how to identify this? It's gonna take me a long time to go through this.
Give it.
Yes. I
Oh,
can.
I wanna
give
see
me
Ori
10
do it.
Give me.
Well, if
Oh,
Vellen's
okay.
going to dance, let her. Mine is not nearly as
You could dance
fun
together.
to watch.
I mean, we could, but I don't
could
know what it
dance.
would.
Tis not how
Sure.
I do my identification.
I mean, if you have the ritual, we could. It doesn't matter which of us does it. But if they just want to watch me dance, that's fine.
Do we have 10 minutes? I mean,
Yes.
Probably
Not to-
not. If you are aware,
Oh.
guards might be approaching.
Can someone
Yeah.
cast
That's a
it
good
instead
point.
of waste a ritual?
Hang on. Do I have it?
Yeah, I can't. I don't have it
prepared?
as a thing.
Oh, I do have it prepared. Just give it to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Actually, I do have it, but I don't have a lot of spell slots left. So.
Fine, it's fine. I identify it.
You identify the object.
Yep.
Okay. You are immediately surprised, as this object seems to be powerful. It is. At first, your identify spell tells you it's a rod of security,
Okay.
but it is not. As your identify spell seems to dive deeper into it, it does not allow you to customize where it is that you take shelter. It takes you to a particular place, and instead of activating it by slamming it into the ground, it activates when it is placed within a boundary.
All right, we'll relay that to the group. So it takes us, if we can activate it, it will take us to whatever that thing we met designated as a safe space.
Great. It's probably
I
terrible.
don't think we have another option. I hate to shed light on my own fuck ups, but I did throw a bomb up there.
Are we gonna unpack that later?
Yeah, later.
Later.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Long story short, a god made me do it, but you
Okay.
know, still happened.
So
Okay.
it activates being placed within a border. Maybe you just put it back there.
I put the rod at the bottom of the archway, I guess,
Okay.
In the
on the
middle.
ground. In the middle?
Yeah.
Middle.
Okay, you hold the rod out into the center of this ring. Again, you feel a pressure on your palm.
I like
Tap it.
You just
Hit it.
You, as an artificer, are aware that magic items do not activate unless you will them to activate.
Make it work.
I'm gonna think about it really hard, and
You
I want it
suddenly
to
feel
work.
your hand pulled, your fingers are pulled open as the rod suddenly splits into 4 pieces, spreading out and spinning around the edges of this archway. And as it does,
That's what scours it.
it is a light blue and shimmering with lights that's almost looking into a nebula portal.
And guys,
Okay,
I don't know how long that's gonna be up for. Let's get everybody around.
Yeah.
Time to go into the interdimensional portal.
Oh God. All right.
Okay.
So, simultaneous before we run through this portal, like Tess was kind of hanging back. Can I say a quick prayer for her that she was gonna say before we do this?
Yes.
So she's been kind of letting everybody else sort of take the lead, and kind of kneeling over this body. And I don't how much can
I
see
cannot
of these?
express.
Okay.
The body
No
is
body.
gone.
The body's gone.
Or, I mean, did you mean the bone claw body?
Bone claw. Well, because the bone claw last time you said that the bone claw like sank into the body, right?
Yeah, and it put it on like a puppet suit, and then
And then
Oh,
burst
fuck.
out of it.
yeah.
The Bodak and the girl's corpse joined together and surged into the shape of the bone claw.
Okay. So the bone claw
girl's
is still
corpse- The bone
That's
claw's
the
body
all
is
that's
still
left.
there. Yes, it's
the
in
bone claw's body. Is still
several
there. So
pieces.
this is the only thing. This is the only thing that Tess has got. So she's gonna take out her holy symbol and kind of bow her head and pray to Tamino and say, "This change was violent and unwelcome, and I don't think there's anything I can do for the poor person that had to undergo this change so quickly, but I commend her to your care, and I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help."
Roll me a wisdom check.
Plus proficiency?
Yeah.
Natural 1.
And you have reroll.
You feel your words ring out, but you realize they don't go anywhere because this, while it was once a place of Ana, this ground is desecrated.
This ground sucks.
That's rounds. Okay, now I'm with the rest of the group. Sorry about that.
As you finish your prayer, you turn around and you see there is a portal spinning in this archway.
Got a portal going. Don't know how long it's gonna last. I'm jumping through.
Okay.
Oh God.
I
Cannonball.
jump through.
Okay.
Um,
Wait.
We just go in.
Do we?
this-
Do I have to grab the rod back? Like, is it in 4 pieces right now?
Yeah, it's spinning.
Okay. Are we leaving the rod?
I don't think
I'm
you
like
can hold
half.
the rod while it's
I have
open.
like. Okay. Like half in, half out. I'm just going in then.
Let's just go.
We'll find a
Well,
way
if-
out after.
if
Okay.
Artie goes, I follow.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Once he's through, the rest of us are gonna follow the leader. Off
As
the
my
cliff.
head's going through, grab the rod on the way in.
That's not if that's possible.
Ah, I'm in the portal.
Okay.
Welcome to the Astral Sea, Arnie.
Usher in this is
Uh,
fine.
all right. Hold on a moment. What order are you all jumping through, please?
I
It was
was
probably
right-
like Artie, Ori, Claudia, Velen,
Yeah.
Cal, and then Tess because she was the last one.
Tess will also jump in with Cal if he's there.
Yeah. He's looking
He's like,
around
nah, I'm
like
done here.
Yeah.
I'll try my luck with the guards. No, he jumps to the portal.
I mean,
He's
listen,
technically innocent for all this.
understandable.
Okay.
Wouldn't blame him.
Would be lying if I said Ori didn't think about it. She was like,
She is very smooth, Ori.
As all of you jump through this portal, it's a strange sensation. It's as though suddenly you've been holding your breath for far too long, as if you've been swimming for a long time. And as you jump through, you're not able to breathe in.
Oh.
But you don't need to.
oh god, it is the astral.
Your lungs relax, and there's a brief moment of panic, and then it's gone, and you feel fine. The ground presses into your feet, and it feels as though you're standing on dry but not quite dead yet grass, cobblestone. You're looking around, and you see there is sunlight pressing from all directions, but you don't see any hint of Pyrrhus or Tyrrus. You are in a small clearing. In front of you is maybe 5 feet high, a stone platform. It looks like it was made, but it was made a long time ago. The first thing you recognize about it is that doesn't look like it was made with modern tools. It looks like the stones were carved by other stones and stacked together in a primitive way. You also see that seated atop of it is an elven woman who is very surprised to see you all.
Feeling
This
is mutual.
what you see.
Oh boy. Oh, she hot.
Holy shit.
I knew it. I did not have a doubt in my mind.
Look at her little
She
face
is.
and her little horns.
She stands as you all appear in this glade. She says, "Who are you? How did you get here?" And Velen, you immediately recognize the voice you heard.
Oh.
Also, all of you immediately realize she did not open her mouth to say that to you.
You cried out for help.
She narrows her eyes at you.
I heard you. I heard you cry out for help. And then we sort of ran off half-cocked, and I thought you were dead, but here you are.
I have been silent for a long time. Explain yourselves. Who are you?
My name is Velen Arete. I'm on a divine mission to destroy a corrupted temple, and we just jumped through a portal that we
You look behind yourself.
made.
You see the rod is laying on the ground.
Nice.
Oh, with that.
Oh, shit. I go grab it.
Miss, who usually comes here, if not us?
She blinks and says, "No one."
I heard your voice. It was very distinctive. And it was in my brain, which is not where voices usually turn up.
I don't understand.
I
How
got
long
this.
have you been here?
You got no. Grab Artie by the scruff.
Time doesn't move here the way you think it does.
That makes
Please
sense.
keep back. You see that she is suspicious.
Velen lifts their hands. Doesn't move any further forward.
You come with a lycanthrope.
Claudia kind of does that dog thing where they look guilty.
She's a good girl. Don't worry.
Aw.
I would like to understand why you have arrived at my domain.
Honestly, we were looking for an escape from the catacombs beneath the corrupted temple. It once was a temple of Ana. It no longer is. That
This-
rod,
This doesn't mean anything to me.
well,
Did you not cry out for help?
You see, she seems confused. She thinks about it.
if time doesn't work here the way that it works on the prime material, it could have been a very long time ago that you asked for help.
When I first came here, yes.
Oh, God. I mean, this was like... All right.
Are you able to leave this place?
No,
Do you know why?
no. I've just come to accept it, as I've lost most of what I remember from before.
So you haven't always been here.
I remember bits and pieces before being here.
Do you
Were the gods
wish to leave
gone
this
when-
place?
I'm sorry?
Go ahead, Bill.
Velen just asked, do you wish to leave this place?
I fear I'm not able to.
Well, what if we want to leave this place?
I don't see why you can't by the means you arrived.
We're kind of hoping for a different exit.
She kind of furrows a brow and then sits back down. Anyone with a passive perception above a 16, as she sits down, you see that the light shining off of her, it seems to reflect as if there is starlight shifting on her skin.
I like her.
She says, "You came here hoping to find another way out from where you were. How did you get here?"
She'll put Artie on the ground now.
I hold out the rod. So, I'll give you the quickest breakdown I could possibly give you. Entered temple, found a bodak doing a ritual on a woman. Ritual was successful before we could stop it. Turned into a bone claw. Killed the bone claw. Rod was on the body of where it transformed on. This rod is made of platinum, and it looks like it has Tysus God of Judgments inscription on it. When
You see
you
her
before you
face softens a little when you say the word Tysus.
were gods around when you were put in here?
Of course they were. Why wouldn't they be?
I don't know. I feel like you've been in here for a while. Gods have only been
Is
back
it
for
a
how
really
long?
long time or not a very long time? Less than.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. It could have been a super long time
Been a
ago.
really long time ago.
You
It's
wouldn't.
the
Or it could have
year.
been 10
I
minutes
say
ago
the
when
year.
we heard her asking for help.
It's
Hmm.
6071.
Do you
That doesn't mean anything to me.
But
remember your
Tysus
name?
did.
Of course. Say
Are
that
you
again, Tess.
devotee?
Do you remember your name?
Lane.
Nice to meet you, Lane. I'm Tess. I serve a god too.
I serve the soil beneath our feet.
I do a little bit of that too, actually. Not with any great skill.
It takes
And
a
you-
knack.
Do you know how you got here?
I remember making a promise. But since then, my memory has failed me many times. I do remember one other appearing here to ask me questions.
Who was that person?
He referred to himself as Talon.
Oh. Uh-huh. Yep, that makes sense.
Do we know a Talon?
Yeah,
Father-
Priest Talon, Mr.
Father
Birdman
Talon.
himself.
Fucking guy sucks.
But he wasn't really there. We haven't really, right?
That was the invisible guy that she was poking.
He wasn't
Not-
invisible.
Not
He
invisible.
was
Like
just-
he just wasn't there.
yeah, you know what I mean.
he's not a real
I-
person.
I still say out loud, fucking guy sucks.
He did
Well-
suck.
What was he asking you?
He was asking me to break my promise.
Yeah, knew it. Fucking guy sucks.
I don't
Did he
think
do
he
it in it?
knew he was asking me to break my promise, and I cannot remember the specifics. But I know that I expelled him.
That's
You can
good.
do that?
You go, girl.
Yes.
Well, she did say it's her domain.
I guess.
What did you promise? To whom?
She looks down at the platform that she's standing on. She kind of folds her legs into sitting crisscross applesauce. And you see she sets this staff that was on the ground, but you couldn't see it before. She sets it across her lap. And she says, I am here to protect a vestment for Tysus.
Vestman?
I do not think I am at liberty to answer any more than that. Something he found important.
Ah, so this Talon wanted the thing.
Yes, he wanted to use it.
Of course he did. Did he
What
say for
for?
what?
He said it was to inspire others to want something.
Velen makes just like this disgusted.
I'm sorry if that's not what you were hoping to hear.
No, sorry. I don't like that guy.
That guy sucks. He's got a creepy voice and
Um,
everything.
I
Well, if nothing else, do you mind if I take a seat here on one of your rocks and take a breather?
You do not seem to mean me any harm or try to sway, so
Oh, no, ma'am.
I suppose.
Oh, thank you.
does that mean you don't need help?
She looks around at the platform. Help with what?
I don't know. When I ran off half-cocked into the temple, I heard your voice, and it was calling for help.
When I first came here, I was very distressed and hurt, and I didn't understand my purpose. If you're hearing what I said when I first came here, well, firstly, sorry, because there will likely be a lot more of that.
But Tysus answered your call, huh?
Yes.
5 to 10 business days.
Gave you a purpose.
I'm sure if you wander far enough away from my glade, you'll find him.
Isis.
Of course.
I mean, we have met quite a few gods.
I don't. Talking to them and meeting them face to face is different, Artie.
I got a hickey
Well-
from one. I don't know about you.
So, your glade here, are we in the astral?
Yes.
Ori rubs her
Oh.
face.
That's not what I.
Um,
Um, well, if you don't need any help, I'm glad to hear it. And I'm sorry to have disturbed you, I guess.
I have a question.
Yes.
I don't really know who I'm asking, but we could stay here and maybe wait for whoever might look for us in the crypt to go away. But if we stay here too long, a lot of time might pass.
Right.
And we're kind of that whole dragon thing.
We could already. I mean, do I know? Can I roll Arcana about how the astral plane or the astral sea and the
Timeless.
material?
There is
So wait,
no
are we in the
Is there, like-
Feywild or the actual
we're
like
in
a
the
pocket
astral
dimension?
sea.
We are in the astral sea.
So that's where like pocket dimensions are, right?
Well, no.
Not exactly.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Pocket dimensions are like astral sea
Those-
light.
Okay.
No, that's also not true.
I'm a genius. I will not take criticism.
Pocket dimensions are a tiny plane that is instantly created for whatever it is that it is. The astral sea is, well, it's famous because that's where Bag of Holding store all their things, which is why if you put two of them together, you get sucked into the astral sea. But that only happens with Bags of Holding. It doesn't happen with other pocket dimensions.
Is there a
Yes.
mathematical equation in which we can figure out the rate of time passage between the astral sea and the regular
Yeah,
sea?
it's the mathematical equation is roll me an Arcana check.
That's what
Yeah,
I was
sure.
asking if I could roll an Arcana check because.
Can we?
I probably shouldn't open my my bag of holding then. Okay, because that might
Oh,
fuck some
Okay.
shit up here.
Probably not.
I-
a good idea.
If I've made a bag of holding, I'm assuming I can make a roll for this, and I rolled
Ignore
the
my
million.
athletics roll. Oh, it was better.
you just flex a little bit.
You okay? So
Hooah.
firstly, Artie with a 30, you know you can access the objects in your bag of holding in the astral sea. It's just instead of you're basically your hand is being teleported to where your things are in the astral sea.
Ah.
It's not like putting a bag of holding inside a bag of holding. With that's an athletics. What's your okay? So an 8
Plus 8.
18 plus 7. Okay, so 25 on Arcana, 30 on Arcana. Velen rolled a 10. Velen has no idea.
Velen has no idea.
Ori, you would actually have a good idea about this because being a traveled sort and having knowledge of window ships. Travel through the astral sea is always confusing because whenever a window ship is scheduled to leave and then scheduled to arrive, there's no way to know if it's actually going to arrive when you expect it to. Because while window ships do accelerate how long it takes something to cross the sea, the astral sea is still unpredictable. Artie, this is what you know, some mages would suspect that the amount of time you spend in the astral sea depends on how fast you're moving through the astral sea and how much time you spend concentrating on momentum and velocity. The short answer is it could be a few minutes to an hour. It could be an hour to several hours. So what I mean is time may pass faster or slower, and there's not really any way to know.
I give that full breakdown to the group. So it's a dice roll. We're back at square one.
But it's not going to be like decades.
If we took like
Could
an
be.
hour
No,
so we could just rest up a little bit and then leave?
Likely not decades since we're not going anywhere. Do you understand? Like, if
Oh,
we're-
that's where that fits in the equation. Got it.
the more we do here, the more energy we spend here, the more likely it becomes that more
So
time
if Lane
is
did like
passing.
jogging, more time would pass for her.
I take out a napkin and start writing some shit down.
I don't think so, because I don't think she can leave her glade.
Maybe she doesn't want to
I
leave her plate.
choose not to.
Which explains why it's only been
I
not
would
that
rather
long.
search the stars from here. Thanks.
Well, that
I
sounds
look.
lovely.
I look up. What do we see when we look up?
Well, it looks like a blue sky.
Oh, it's not like purple and bluish and the filament and all that shit. Just looks like a regular sky.
The phlogiston.
The phlogiston. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
did you
That.
say? Filaments?
I said filament. Yeah.
Firmament?
Okay, so
Firmament?
two
Is that what
things.
you mean?
One,
No, I meant phlogiston. I just
I know
forgot
what
the
you
word.
meant.
Yeah.
Two things. One, the phlogiston is hilarious and dumb and doesn't
Yeah,
exist in my world.
What is
I just
that?
watched a video on it.
It's
like
Faerun's and Toral's idea of space. It's really annoying.
like a liquid that's not a liquid that connects all of the crystal planar things, and you could
Yeah, well,
travel it.
that's
It's
not
like their
real.
astral sea.
So it's
Oh,
in the
that's
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
Yep.
wild.
The whole reason it exists was so that people could travel through space with magic, but
Yeah.
I just say you can do that without being an idiot. So,
Yeah.
the other thing
Just
is,
a blue sky.
with your high passives, you see that while it does appear to be a blue sky, it seems close. It seems much closer than an actual sky.
Knowing what I know about the astral, can I stand up and try and float upwards?
Roll intelligence.
Okay.
Oh, Claudia, it's just doggy paddling.
Roll it. 21.
You think about ascending, and you ascend. You
Whee!
just float
Whoa.
straight up.
Mm-hmm.
You're flying.
Well, not
Claudia
really.
tries to fly too.
Roll intelligence. Although you don't really understand the mechanisms behind it, so roll it at a
She's
disadvantage.
willing herself, so that's.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, exactly. So that'd be terrible. I rolled a
Your
natural
hand
one.
bullshit.
You don't move.
Oh.
You can't even jump.
That's Claudia.
I'm glued to the ground.
It's going to require some explanation on how to do it.
Claudia, I will float back down and explain to Claudia how
I don't float.
Okay. Mechanically,
locomotion in the astral sea works.
you think about the direction you want to move in. And the harder and clearer you think about it, the direction you move in.
It's about focus.
Are we trying to go somewhere, or are we just playing?
No, I think
We're just
I
Well, I
think-
just think I've never really been to the astral sea, and I wanted to.
No, I'm not. No judgment. I was just checking to make sure I didn't.
I don't think we're leaving. I think we should just take like a 5, or maybe a little longer, and then leave so that we can
mean, and
continue what
this'll-
we're doing.
like a short rest.
Yeah.
this will be.
And
a
you
good-
care if we hang out with you for a little bit?
So long as you mean me no harm, I don't
None.
mind.
No harm.
On that note, Claudia turns back into a person because she didn't seem to be down with the lycanthropes.
I only mean harm to 3 people, and you are not one of them.
Who-
Is the one you intend harm here?
Oh, I hope not. No, certainly not.
She nods.
Insight check. I rolled.
I shift the eyes, Ori.
She's hard to read.
Can't make jokes like that already.
All right. Well, Velen is gonna pull out her panpipes and start playing her song of rest.
Okay.
Echo.
Yes. Hello.
How
Echo?
many of my hit dice are gone?
Two.
No.
2 are gone. Okay.
Can I re-roll my intelligence check because Ori's helping me?
Yeah.
I just want to take my short rest floating, like in a hammock without the hammock. Is it just a flat intelligence?
Yep.
You're talking, Frog, and we can't hear you.
Whoops, that's true. That's okay.
With a
Nothing important.
9, you move at
I
5
saw-
feet around.
That's fine. She just wants to get 5 feet up so she can lay back.
Okay.
And anyone who can hear the song of rest gets an extra d6 back on their short rest.
Yeah.
That's it. Ori and Claudia just chilling in their air hammocks.
Artie's gonna be floating up there with you, and he wants to. He has his little napkin out, and he's writing down. And he's gonna be questioning you. He's gonna try to write this out in a mathematical equation, for just shit on the astral sea because he doesn't fully research it yet, so he's just gonna be picking your brain.
Are you talking to me?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
No,
We can
Claudia.
have.
Not Claudia.
Making sure.
So it works like this.
Yeah, we can have a little wizard
Yeah,
nerd
yeah,
out for a minute. Do some math.
yeah.
Bonk some heads.
So wait, are we good on this short rest?
You can short rest.
Okay.
Fully will not let me, like, not roll my hit die.
You're not allowed.
So that's annoying.
That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna use.
How many hit points do I usually have?
Tess is gonna try to druidcraft a flower. Does this still work here?
So you can make it's like a temporary magical effect that creates like you can make an illusion of a flower almost. But as soon as you finish the druidcraft, it vanishes.
Interesting.
You're far from your god.
We're not in Kansas anymore, Tess.
I can't make this work.
What is this?
Ooh, what's this?
Well,
What the?
I don't like those rolls.
It's just Cal. Taking
Oh, okay.
I do like it. Let
I
Cal
don't
heal.
like.
Let Cal heal.
I don't like when I hear DM rolls.
Are you hearing?
Triggers my fight or flight response.
Already starts looking around, metaingly.
Meta-ingly.
Here we go.
I'm almost back to full.
I get 1 dice back because I forgot
Don't-
so long to rest.
Don't forget. Yeah.
Oh, we get a. Oh,
Yeah.
You get an extra D6 back because of my panpipes. Oh, and mine is a 1. That's excellent. Good job, Velen.
He took all the good hit dice from you.
Apparently.
I can't listen. Ignore me. I'm sorry. Good lord.
Meow.
Meow.
Mow.
Wonder if that snake's back. I'm a snake.
Make it neck. Why will you not just let me?
All of my Wonder Bread is gone. Sad about it.
The ambrosia bread?
One.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh,
I was like,
I
what?
still got mine up until we take a long rest.
Well, Claudia ate hers before the 3-month
Yeah.
time skip,
yeah.
Oh, you've had it since then?
and yeah, she hasn't taken enough damage below the boon she
Yeah.
got, so it never weaned off until she got her ass beat in this battle.
May
Makes
I
sense.
ask, where are all of you from? You seem so varied.
Like, do you want like a general term? I mean, we're all from Amaranth, but we're all from different places there.
Hi, have you
I-
Do
been?
you know where that is?
I too am from Amaranth.
Oh, okay. I'm originally from, what is it? Silver City?
Silver's Reach.
Silver's Reach. I'm from Silver's Reach.
Do you know where that is?
No.
I think
It
she's
is
really
on
old, guys.
Wow, wow, rude.
You look great.
Are you?
You're
Where are you
muted.
from?
I'm from Hatchka.
Hachua?
what?
Sorry.
Is that?
I'm from Hatchka.
Hachka.
Has anyone heard of that?
Roll history.
Is
Not
that a
from
place?
Kotis-
There's no fucking way Claudia would know. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna roll.
Okay.
Claudia didn't even know the Earth was round until like
Listen,
4
do I
months
get
ago.
advantage because I'm an elf?
Yeah. You're from Aurelia. You can have advantage because you're from Aurelia.
Oh, okay.
I thought she was from KO.
I am from KO. I'm not from Aurelia.
Never mind. Then you don't have advantage.
I think it's in Aurelia though.
Based on Echo saying that.
That's a lot of not great histories.
Yeah.
To be
Let me
fair,
roll. Let me roll.
Claudia's from Aurelia.
Sorry, I was.
Yeah, but
fucking with
you
something.
literally just said you didn't even know the world was round.
That's true, but maybe if it was close enough to where she was brought up,
No.
maybe she'd know it. Okay, well, all right.
No, that's garbage.
Artie,
Wow.
The fact. Mhm.
you're proficient in history.
Yeah, and I get double proficiencies in fucking technology stuff.
This is not anything to do with technology.
I know.
The word Hachka sounds old.
I
It
knew it.
sounds pre-Aurelia old.
Whoa.
You that's not. I think we got to disconnect on time frames here, because that I don't know where that is, but it sounds like a place that hasn't been around for a while. Do you know, like Aurelia? Was it called that when you were there?
She furrows her brow. She says, I've never heard of the place.
I think I can give her a time frame if I understand the little history that I do. You said there were gods when you went in here, yeah?
Well,
Yeah,
of course.
Well, there were gods when the whole world started, and then there was like a couple thousand years where there weren't, and now there are gods again.
Where did they go?
I don't know. Nobody really
You
knows.
have to ask them.
Tysus might know.
I'm gonna give a quick. I forgot the whole lore of it, but I'll give a quick breakdown of what like common knowledge is. Isn't there like the fall or something and
The
and
fall
all
was
that?
100 years ago. 100.
Yeah, I'll give a quick breakdown of what we know about it, and then about the fall, and kind of give timelines. I don't personally remember all of that, but
It's okay.
I'm sure Artie
I
does.
You know, near the year 3000, all the gods disappeared.
So it's been about 3,000
And
years that
near
she's
the
been
year
here.
6000, they all returned.
At
So I'll
least
give
3,000.
At least 3,000 years that she's been in here.
yes. So I'll give her that breakdown.
I'm going to ask you a really weird question. I'm sure we've asked so many weird questions. What's one more? Does the name Toric Dougal mean anything to you?
Probably not.
No?
Well,
That's fair to ask, but
because that was a long time ago, too.
like 200 years, Tess.
Yeah.
Sounds Galician.
Is it?
What the hell's Galician?
Roll
Over
a
the table.
check.
Yes. One day I'll know something.
28.
Already knows.
Artie, you piece it together. Finally, you realize she's referencing the original kingdoms who joined together to make Aurelia. Galicia and Hachka each were. You know there are more, and with a 28, you remember one of them is the Golden Marches, and you're sure there were others, but you don't remember them off the top of your head.
Oh, so this makes all sense. So this is, and I say all of that. So, time frame wise, you're definitely pre-No Gods. You're pre-Aurelia. You're when the Glishaw and Hajala and the Golden Marches, before they even formed the kingdom of
Hachka is not
Aurelia.
a hard word, dude. Fuck
Hachka.
off.
No, I just didn't remember it. I'm sorry. I didn't
like the
remember
idea
it.
of him just saying blanks, and all you hear to fill in those blanks is like a high pitched. It was so high it didn't even get picked up on my mic.
I like to think of it more like the Google Translate voice coming in. Hachka.
Hachka.
Galician.
Alright.
Sorry, my brain is fried just from life.
Mm-hmm. Life.
But not COVID. You're lucky.
No.
Well, that's the rest of us.
So yeah, I give her that breakdown and kind of piece it together. So yeah, it's been quite some time from when you went in here to when we went in here. Thousands of years.
Although she said she met Talon, and Talon's only been in this town for a couple years.
Wow.
Alan probably had this rod.
He probably came in.
Lane, you said Talon came here to ask you questions. Was he a real person? Or was it like a projection?
I don't understand the question.
Well, I'm not sure I understand it either. When we met this priest, or this thing masquerading as a priest, I attempted to read its thoughts, and it didn't have any.
It was
And,
definitely an illusion. I poked
Maybe he
it.
was dumb.
Oh.
Okay.
A
I
projection.
think I get it.
From
Whilst
somewhere.
it was here, Tysus prevented him from returning
Ah,
because this place is not welcoming to the undead.
Oh, he's dead.
I see.
That makes sense.
Elaine, I'll give you what we got right now, information-wise. If you've been here for this amount of time protecting something that Tysus put in your care, and the only visitor that you've gotten is Talon, and this is where we found this rod dedicated to Tysus and to getting here, specifically here only. Because I've heard about Rada securities where you could teleport you to a random place, but this is specifically attuned to this region that he wants. I'm assuming whatever you have. We don't want it. I just thought I'd at least give you that information because he's still out there.
I see.
Mhm.
Do you know what I got?
No.
No.
Could you tell us the nature of it, perhaps? It might help us understand his design, which could help us
Kill him.
unravel it. And that,
Or that.
probably.
We don't want to step on your. We don't want what you have. Trust me, we're not here for that.
No,
But
certainly.
that shitty creepy priest guy is causing a lot of bad things for a lot of people, and we want to be able to stop him.
Roll persuasion.
You're proficient in
Uh,
persuasion, buddy.
Who is?
You is.
Am I rolling this straight?
I mean, does he get help because
Ori
Ori
is-
was chiming in?
Helping, I assume.
I was trying.
Yeah, you did
And I'm
great.
proficient.
Great. Thank you for that advantage, because that's a 19 plus 3. Thank you, Tarly.
Not Ori.
Well, I said Ori first, and then I said Tarly.
Ori knows he appreciates her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we all know that he appreciates her.
Mm.
She is considering what your question is. That depends. Is the Tyrant of Banis still a
Okay.
problem?
Now I have to history that. It sounds familiar to Sal's brain,
Okay.
but
Right.
Felon doesn't remember shit.
Uh,
That's a 9.
Echo, is the
What
Tyrant
if-
of Banis still a problem?
With a 9, with a 4, you don't even know what she's talking about. With a
No.
26 and a 24,
There you go.
Is that who Raylar overthrew?
the Tyrant of Banis was the ancient red dragon.
Look at you, Sal.
I remembered things. Velen
I'm
did
very
not.
proud of you. Also, you're aware the Tyrant of Banis is thought to be currently petrified on top of the Iron Mistress,
Aye.
the
Oh,
giant
well.
iron statue on the southern border of Terracona.
I think he's been petrified for some time, love. I will share with her what I know of the Tyrant of Banis.
You see, Lane sits back, and she looks confused.
It's been a while.
You alright?
There's nothing.
Oh no.
Oh, did you just rob this moment of her life's purpose?
Oh no.
Are you here to protect it specifically from him?
Yes.
I see.
Well, you've done a good job.
He is no longer a threat.
Get it.
Not to say he
Sushi.
couldn't be again, but it's been some time.
She looks at the platform she's seated on, and you see that her face has kind of gone neutral. She seems lost in thought.
Let's give her a moment.
He has been a guardian in this place since before my god was a god. And
How does he feel about that?
well, he's
Isn't he not that old?
He's not that old. But
The tea.
A prodigy, after all.
Like he's younger than a lot of elves are.
The Wanderers aren't that old.
Hmm.
But
I would like to
I
consult
wonder-
with Tysus.
yes,
Boy.
She looks up, and you see that suddenly she raises a hand, and her body suddenly darkens, the flesh reflecting the twilight sky. And above you, you see the astral sea suddenly open, as if this glade is flying through it incredibly fast.
I start doing math. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Slow down.
If my equations are right, oh shit.
Stop erasing the
Fuck.
board. Oh no,
Fuck.
you're right. 1,000 years have passed. I mean, are we moving or is the world around us moving?
You don't
All
feel any
relative.
sensation of movement,
Don't think too hard about it, Claudia.
but
I
you
get
didn't
hurt.
feel any sensation of movement when you drifted either, so it's
Yeah.
impossible to tell.
Do we
Everyone
get
we
any,
know and love is dead.
Do we get any sense of Tysus?
Oh,
Can we see?
I know lots of immortals.
As you watch as Lane is guiding this journey, search, whatever it is that she's doing. You suddenly realize that her mouth is moving, but you don't hear her talking.
well, her mouth wasn't moving very much.
It wasn't moving
During
at all.
Conversation. Yeah.
But now
She
it
was
is, which is the
speaking
weird thing.
telepathically to you all.
Right.
As you are all hurtling through the astral sea, or at least it seems as though the astral sea is moving around you. Firstly, it is beautiful.
Mhm.
It is profoundly beautiful. So much so that no night sky could ever compare to this. It's as though the gaseous forms of nebulae are washing around this glade as it flies. And you'll likely never see anything like it again.
I would like to do
Suddenly-
one thing.
Oh,
Okay.
go ahead. What is that?
I'm going to do, let me just make sure it's correct. I'm going to do my magical tinkering to make a image of
picture?
that astral
Yeah.
sea on my shield.
Ooh, that's cool.
Okay.
So that's just like permanently there until I drop it.
You just robbed the majesty of this unobtainable moment by obtaining it.
I do. Yeah, it's mine now.
Okay.
I own this.
You've done
I have
it.
an I have an
You
NFT of
have-
the
You-
astral sea.
oh my god, you funged it.
I fungible it.
Oh
Well
my god.
done. I'm very
Wow.
proud of you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. I just, suddenly, everything stops.
Oh.
The astral sea stops moving. Everything is different, but still the same, as though the constellations have been twisted and you're deeper in them. And Lane is looking opposite you, facing the other direction. You see that a constellation is nothing like you've ever seen before. It's as though the stars have gathered into the shape of a form, a humanoid form, massive, but thousands of miles away.
Oh my god, it's Tysus.
As Lane is speaking to it, you can't hear her. You can see she's speaking. You don't know what she's saying. The constellation breaks as an enormous, almost gem-speckled astral whale passes through it, flying across the distance. And then the constellation reforms and she continues talking with it.
Vel's like, that is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Claudia's having a seizure from all of the.
Belin's actually gonna
flashing lights.
pull out her painter's tools.
I knew it.
And she's just using regular paint, but she's gonna try to paint the astral whale.
Okay.
Just
Oh.
while they're sitting here, she's just
So,
trying to capture.
roll performance.
Okay. I don't know what she's gonna do with that, but
Be a good tattoo.
As you try and capture
rolled
this
shit.
stellar orca.
yeah.
You have the
Can't do
image
it.
of it, but there are too many
Yeah.
colors that are too closely blended. It would take a real feat.
I basically get like a tie-dye, almost swirly, semi-orca shape.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Ori
Okay.
leans close and says, "You're going to be trying to capture that for the rest of your life."
Probably.
As this happens, suddenly Lane stands. The constellation seems to break into stardust, and it almost looks as though one of them breaks into a nova, scattering them all farther and farther away. And she turns around and looks at you and your group.
Are you all right? That was amazing.
Telepathically, she says, "I am well. My task is finished."
Oh, darling. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I know not what I will do, but I will remain here for now.
You have time to decide.
Yeah. Time is no object.
Well, is
It's
this?
been an hour? Should we go?
Time
well,
has not passed. You can't. It's
Claudia
the
would be the
astral sea.
last person to understand that concept.
What
Okay.
happens?
well,
Wait, what
now that-
happens to the item you're guarding? Did Tysus take it from you?
She shakes her head.
Can you at least tell us the nature of it, as we asked before, so that anything that might help us? I know you've been through a lot right now. I'm sorry.
Perhaps later.
All right.
You're
Yeah,
welcome to
I'll
stay
be that.
here as long as you need. I'm going to rest.
All right.
And she sits back down, and you recognize an elven trance when you see one, except she takes her flesh and her face and her hair all becomes astral again.
Oh.
Kind of a show off, but okay.
Yeah.
You
Or
All right.
Ori,
you
you're
can
like elf thing.
She's
You can
amazing.
roll a raspberry at her if you want.
Would never let her know that she had me pressed. Okay.
That's how she gets power over you.
So, you
Uh,
are in the astral domain. You are in Lane's Glade. What do you do?
what do we do?
I,
How do we get back?
Well, we know
I'm
how to get
sure
back.
it's just the rod, but I don't. If enough time has passed, then maybe they'll be like, "Oh, the crypt is empty," and then they left.
We
Well, the
or
crypt's not empty.
we're rested now, so we can jump back out, and if they attack us, we can just kill them.
So, what we heard from Toric was that all of the cultists were down there and then they left, and I don't think they
Mhm.
came through here.
No.
So
So
this
there must have
wasn't
been some other way out.
right. So our plan is
that we
to
didn't
leave here, find the actual other way out, and then leave, and then go to Malachor and get the vampire, and then come back. There's a lot.
Yes.
Claudia,
What?
we're in the astral sea right now. You know how fucking cool that is?
I'm not even really understanding the whole.
Okay, we're not on Amaranth.
I found out Amaranth was round like 4 months ago, so
Okay,
don't add more to it.
this is Amaranth. This is where we are. They're not together.
And
Yeah,
screaming.
if I'm being honest, this might be Amaranth, and then something non-existent is over here, and that's where we are, because it's
Claudia's
not
in a
even the
fetal
same
position now.
Okay, 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 okay.
Chris is
Um,
patting her head. It's okay. The point is, we get to be in a beautiful place that we didn't know even existed until we got here.
It's horror beyond my
Ori
comprehension.
and Artie look at each other like, yeah, okay.
Tess is trying to make her feel
Oh, got it.
Tess is gonna bow her
Right.
head and reach out to Tysus.
Okay.
Ooh.
This is the place to do it.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
What
Ask
do
her a
you
stick or whatever
say
she's guarding.
to Tysus?
Ask for a stick.
Give me
He
that stick.
says-
Can we get
Claudia.
somebody at stick?
You're not a wolf anymore, Claudia. You don't need a stick.
Ooh.
Thank you for safe passage in this beautiful place that you've made for your servant. Is there anything that we can give to you in offering for giving us a safe place to rest?
Roll me a wisdom plus proficiency check.
Okay, Tess. Roll better this time, please.
The
You got
the
it, you
DC's is
got
real
it.
low here.
Oh, I didn't roll very high. 13.
Okay. Tess. All right.
Worst cleric.
You feel a presence. You feel heard. It's a reassuring feeling that seems to wash around you. And as you focus on it, all you hear, which is not super helpful perhaps, is all who are lost are found. Find
That's-
those who need it.
Thanks. That's comforting since we just lost someone that we were trying to save. But it's comfort to know that you found her.
It's as though your voice is echoing out impossibly in all directions. You know you're heard. And then, while the presence is still there, here in the Astral Sea, you know it's also everywhere else.
Okay. What are we doing? Are we staying here a little while? Are we leaving? What are we doing?
I think we're bull rushing out, trying to find a second exit.
Well,
we
that's the
have
question.
already short rested, so unless there's something else we need to do while we're here, I mean, she's napping, elf napping.
I mean, she said she might tell us more later, but
If we keep the rod, we can just visit her again.
well, if she's still here. But yeah, who knows? Whatever she tells us about the thing might not even be helpful to us.
If I see one more amazing thing, I don't know how I'm gonna handle it.
Okay, well, that's fair. It's been a long day, huh? God, it's
Look
only
at this,
been one
Claudia.
day.
And I
We
flex.
better keep you away
Ah.
from any mirrors.
Claudia swoons.
Ooh, Velen. Got Riz too.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. I was swooning over already flexing.
Yep.
All right, the moment has passed. Let's go.
I heard it.
Hey,
already-
well, 1 second. I know you're kind of sleeping, and I'm like
Artie, no.
whispering this.
No.
But we gotta go. We'll come visit you again. You don't have to answer. I hope you have a great day. Bye.
You hear in your mind, farewell, strangers.
We're the Wild Hearts.
Wild
Uh-huh.
hearts.
It's called brain recognition, guys.
Do you
Is it?
do you mind if we come visit again sometime soon?
Roll me a general charisma check.
Oh yeah,
Because you're
I'm
ruining it.
great
She
at
was
these.
supposed to end on farewell.
No,
That's about right.
no.
Doesn't respond.
She doesn't respond. That's exactly what happens. It's just
Mhm.
Okay,
silence.
I'll leave that as a mystery. Okay, bye. I fucking will the rod.
All right. Roll me a d6.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Oh no, is this
Yep.
time passed? Hopefully it's
Six.
only hours. Oh my god, you monsters.
Of course,
Been a
her shows
while.
up.
Ah,
Of course, her shows up. Yep. How did
an
you,
astral
I know.
courser.
no.
I love it.
You suddenly,
I'm-
all of you emerge exactly as you left, which is weird because you all kind of uncluster from how you jumped through the portal, and then you kind of spread out.
Am I
Right.
still a lichen? Because I went in as one.
No,
No?
the map just because Foundry does this to me. One moment.
Oh no, guys.
Oh, giant spider.
North.
North?
What?
North of us.
Yeah.
As
a
you
giant
emerge from the
spider
portal, calm down.
guy.
Oh my god. As you
guy.
emerge from the portal, you step out. You see there is a town guard who is injured and leaning on one of the steps. Looks up at you as you all appear, and he says, "What the Where did you
I
all
know.
fucking come from?"
I pick up the rod and hide it in my belt.
Claudia looks
Not
at
losing
everybody
that
else.
one.
Should I knock him out?
Velen just says,
No.
"Are you all
What?
right? You look like you're wounded. Can I help you?"
God.
I'd love some help if you're offering.
Sure. Velen is just gonna head over there and not answer any questions and just
As you
I was
approach,
gonna
you see there is
stick
a
with
giant
Valen.
spider that has been slain. And this man shows some injury. You also see there are some other corpses of
Uh-oh.
town guards on the floor in here.
Oh, he did say to beware of spiders.
Hey, quick question. What day is it? I say to the guard.
The guard looks at you and he says, "No, it can't be you."
What?
Oh, jeez.
I'm just
Should I
gonna,
knock him out?
He
just
like,
gonna cast.
you're gonna cast what?
I'm casting Healing Word at first level
Okay.
because I have one, and I said I was gonna come over and help, so he gets 8 back.
Okay, you heal him for 8. All right.
I hide
Claudia's
behind the pillar.
So ready to throw hands.
He's
behind the pillar.
he is injured, and you believe he's likely suffering from the poison status.
No, I can't do much for that.
As he looks up at Artie hiding behind the pillar, you see he just is like pointing, and he says, "You massacred our town.
What?
Pulled
Oh,
us into this fucking hole full of undead. And after all my friends are killed, you just show up out of the blue."
Oh, we had to
Why?
fight plenty of undead too.
so the day? What day is it?
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
What day is it? I don't know. Is it the same day that things happened? Last time you guys saw me, or?
It was 6 hours ago.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Good.
He just starts doing math. He's like, "Fuck this guy."
Yeah. Okay. The equation works out like that. Thanks.
I'm
Appreciate you.
sorry.
I go behind the pillar.
Well, I'm not
All
going to
of
be able to stop all fucking 5 of you.
No,
You, do,
probably not a good idea.
you don't need to stop us. We're not going to do anything to hurt you.
Claudia like lowers her fist.
Probably the reason Talon's gone too.
Guy
What happened
sucks.
to Talon?
I don't know. He's been
He just
gone since
disappeared?
you all came down here.
Well, he wasn't truly here to begin with. It was an illusion. Just like the front of the temple.
That's above
No,
my pay grade.
Right. We did try to tell you. Not you personally. I'm not blaming you personally. You had nothing to do with that.
We're paid to look the other way, obviously.
Mm.
But we're also paid to not let people blow up our town. And he's looking at Artie, who's like half hidden behind the pillar.
I peek my head around the corner. Next time somebody makes a bomb threat, tell your guys not to swipe at it.
Maybe don't make bomb threats.
That's a valid point. You know, we both have some shit we can learn about from
Also,
this
it was
experience.
a
You know,
it was like a porcelain doll.
it's super creepy. I know.
He's real creative.
I don't. I have to admit, I've been through, I've read a lot of stories and listened to a lot of songs, but I don't know what you do in this conversation.
Just get the fuck out of town.
Yeah,
We're trying. Have you found another exit?
No, he hasn't. He's been fighting spiders this whole time.
If it's any consolation, I didn't mean to do it. As soon as I went in the temple, the
Alright,
god started, Lokir started whispering in my ear, and next thing I know, the bomb's flying across. It wasn't my intentions. I'm sorry.
You can get out through the well.
Oh.
He points at this wall.
Oh.
I'll go trot over. Do-do-do.
Listen,
I'm gonna walk over to him and I'm gonna drop 12 platinum
Jesus.
down on him, and I'm
Fuck
gonna
is
say,
this for?
I know it doesn't help, but give it to the families.
Give it to the widows.
So, I know, like I said, it
So
wasn't.
that's 2 platinum.
wasn't my
family
intention.
For the cost of a father and a
I mean, it's literally all I got. You know what? I picked my platinum back up. I tried.
wow.
I
All
thought
right.
no better.
Here.
Don't worry,
I'm gonna
Talon
go
will
up
pay
the
you
wall
some
now.
more.
Alright, come on.
Goodbye.
I mean, that's. You know what? You have a point too.
I
Artie.
tried.
Well,
Velen is gonna take her coin purse out, and she's gonna drop just the whole thing, 200 gold. That's all she's got. She says, my friend's a dipshit, I guess.
Yeah.
We're getting out of here. You won't have to see us again. Unless
Low
something
gear.
drastic
That's
happens.
not true.
Shut up! Let's go.
We see you in Shadowstead again. Don't let us see you in Shadowstead again.
Got it.
He is seated on the step and he just puts his head in his hands.
I mean, what's he gonna do? He's the last guard.
Nothing.
and
He's
also,
nothing. He's
you
gonna
know,
do.
Gonna do jack
at least he
shit.
was smart about that.
I mean, rather when we come back and he's still like the only guard.
He's not gonna still be the only guard.
We don't know that. It's a population of like 20 people in this town.
And
It has
we-
a
and
population
we're
of
all-
300.
And we're persona non grata. We get it.
Ori,
Oh,
roll
yeah.
me an investigation as you look at this wall.
I would love to.
Great.
Don't suck. Okay.
It was great.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
With a 23, you see that you feel really with your fingertips, there are cracks where air is pressing through. You
Claudia,
I mean, let Echo finish the description first.
of course, yeah.
you are aware that this wall could be moved with with force.
She'll walk over. And
Hence
Easy.
Claudia.
My lady.
she's gonna, like FBI open up, kick it.
Waving, kicking the dough, waving the fofo.
You kick it. Roll athletics at disadvantage.
Aw.
I think it's a more of a. Oh, all right.
Hold on. Ah, natural 20 and a 15. So 21 total.
That's good.
Okay. With a 21, your toe hurts,
Ow.
but the wall does just a little bit inward.
Realizing that, she pushes it neatly.
Okay. You don't have to roll. You push the door open. As the door opens, you suddenly hear
Oh, fuck.
Artie?
That's me running. That's me running.
Is it a
Claudia,
spider?
as you peer into this hallway, you are suddenly aware that rapidly approaching is a spider.
Spider!
Light,
Someone hide Velen!
Oh, for
Bellin.
fuck's sake.
light, Cacao.
Claudia, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Claudia.
Hold on. My features can do something. Shield, something. I always forget this.
You can add your
You
shield
can
bonus
add
to
your shield
dexterity
to your
saves.
Thank you. It's just, what do I add to it?
2.
+2?
Plus two.
Alright,
Yeah.
thanks. Alright, I think I'm fine.
Yeah. You dodge the web that splats up against the wall next to you.
They're coming for Velen.
Okay, so,
I want a piece of that Asimar.
one moment.
I just got that.
Teehee.
I actually didn't do that on purpose.
I don't.
When you
I
said
don't
you got it, I was like, oh,
Oh shit! I
That's
still
just
got
kinda
a
funny.
I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
But it's Tessa's turn. Go, Tess, go.
Because that's how who was at the top. It's gonna do this a lot now. Because
I
Oh.
rolled.
Oh.
It's my turn.
Foundry busted for me.
Oh.
God.
Yeah, it's a little busted.
Did you click the thing?
I didn't know. I just rolled initiative and it went.
Kaboom.
All right.
Can I move my guy? Yeah, I can move my guy.
Roll initiative, please, Tess.
I did. I rolled a 6.
Okay. Well, I don't know if we'll get to your turn, Tess. Valen, it's your turn.
Fair.
You heard the sounds of spider. You heard a web ahead of.
Your nemesis.
Yes. Be careful. How do you handle this, Velen?
Get the oil.
I'm gonna cast
Boil it.
light.
On.
I'm gonna cast light on my crossbow bolt.
Okay, that's your action.
That's my action. And I'm gonna move. Nope, still can't see. That's my turn. I'm gonna give wait, hang on. No, I'm not. I don't have enough. Wait, no. We short rested.
Yeah.
I got bardic inspiration back. Hang on. How many do I? Hang on.
You get 5 back.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. I'll give bardic inspiration to Cal. I'll be like, "Hey, you can see now."
So I can. He should,
So,
he
he'll
should not be
be-
that far away. He should be right behind you guys.
Yeah, I figured he was for this. It was...
He seems remarkably cheered by the fact that he can now see. All right. Ori.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I want to see the thing. Hello? There you
it
are.
is.
Whoa.
Hello? Boy, I sure did come over here on purpose. I'm gonna try to hit it with a firebolt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a roll of 1, so it's not gonna happen.
That cannot hit, I'm afraid.
And you broke my foundry again.
I'm gonna tell Claudia, you didn't see that, and then I'm gonna run back.
Okay.
But I did.
Can I go that far? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, okay.
It's Cal's turn. Cal
Such a
is going
small
to
funnel.
run.
Cal, you didn't see that either.
I sure don't know what you're talking about. And then he will run up.
Such a gentleman.
Oh, he action dashes, and he says, "I can no longer say anything." And that's his turn. Artie, you're up.
I
Shambles.
and I'm gonna peek
Shambles.
around the corner and I'm gonna fire bolt.
Okay.
We are gonna make it
Yeah.
Tessa's turn.
Great. So that's 2d. I'm assuming that hits. Yeah, 2d10 plus a d8. That is going
No,
to
this
be
spider's AC is 29.
That's gonna be 19 fire damage.
Okay.
How does your fireball do? What? What's happening? What's the
It's-
one
he
d8?
rolled-
Who are you?
He's an artificer.
I-
He can add
I get
D8.
a D8.
He's an artificer.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm gonna go up against this wall.
As the firebolt streaks forward and hits the spider, you hear Cal say, "Oh, there it is."
Yeah, it's on fire now. You can do it. I believe in you.
Claudia, your turn.
She's gonna charge at it and slash.
Okay.
Slash.
Make an attack.
Oh, I forgot to reconnect my BTT. I rolled a 24 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and this is one-handed. I roll for 9 damage.
Yep.
I slash again.
Roll it.
Dirty 20 to hit. There we go. There it is.
Yeah, that hits.
Damage. Yes! Max damage! On both! Ah! I only get to use one. 12.
You kill it.
Oh shit! I got it!
It's just a giant spider.
You
Oh my
did
god,
great.
didn't those almost annihilate us when we were wee
Sure
ones?
did.
Oh
Yep.
my god. So she was like expecting a much longer fight, and she's like, oh, guys,
Yeah, you did great.
I'm all sticky.
Good job.
Okay.
Are there more?
She'll continue walking forward to see if there are any more.
You don't see any more.
It's good.
Onward.
Cal patiently waits until someone bearing a light source comes in.
Valen had one on her crossbow bolt.
Yeah, he's waiting for
Tess
her.
is gonna light a torch. And then hand it to Cal.
You know,
Oh,
for
Thank
somebody
you.
who can't see in the dark, you would think you would have more torches on you.
you would think. I don't
Mhm.
spend much time underground.
You're missing out.
I didn't either until I joined this group.
Well,
Guys, I found a thing.
Claudia, you see that this is the. You look up and you can see daylight coming down. There is
Frog, you're not
a
muted.
well above you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You see there is a
Oh.
rope with a bucket just kind of sitting here in front of you.
Okay. I found it, guys.
What'd you find? A rope?
Yeah, it's the way out.
Am I supposed to climb up that thing?
She crouches down so you can get on her back.
How high up is it? Is that like the well?
About 60
Like
feet.
the. Claudia, you think you can throw me that far?
Does Claudia think she can
No.
throw him that far?
No.
You can't even
Artie.
throw a dagger that far. You can't throw Artie.
I couldn't throw a dagger that far well.
Accurately, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're gonna have to climb this thing.
She pats her shoulders.
I need a camera
Okay.
on the side so I can fucking do the office look at the camera. Like,
Well, then
Be
you'd
like,
have.
just fucking put Artie in the bucket.
Oh yeah, pull me up.
What
If
we
I
get-
s- if I scream, that means pull me back down. That means that the whole thing's surrounded by guards.
Cal says, I'm pretty sure most of us can just climb this.
I'm just gonna go first. Claudia climbs up the rope.
It's best that you look like a person right now, so
I am a person.
I know.
I've always been a person, Cal.
You know what I mean.
It's weird coming from you.
You tell him.
Rude. Cal can only
Danger
look like
ground.
people.
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway,
Tess is like, I don't know.
all right, so one by one,
had a
you
long day.
climb your way up and out of the well.
Heidi's
I'm-
gonna be so
we do not
pissed.
have
She
to
was
make
waiting
this-
6 hours for us.
We do not
Ah,
have to
she'll
make
be
this a calamity of errors of dice rolls. You all eventually make your way out.
Hooray.
One moment.
I go up in the bucket.
Sure.
You're the last person up then.
Tess will happily pull you up in this bucket.
You also
Yeah.
are aware it is night.
Oh.
all the better to sneak out of town.
It
Tess
is
is like-
quiet on the streets of Shadowstead. It is freshly snowing. You can see that where the buildings just to the south of you were damaged are kind of cordoned off.
Oh, we're in the middle of town.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
This is the well that you saw on the way
We
in,
walked
and you were
like
like,
5
was
feet
this
away
a
from the
well? And I
basement.
was like, yes, that's a well.
Yep.
Um, it's all tied together. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've emerged in the middle of town.
All right, make for the road quietly.
It's a good thing you killed all the guards.
Oh no.
Back streets, let's not take the main road.
No, let's just quietly, quickly walk to the road. We don't need to be sneaking through people's yards.
We're gonna be a historical, like, tragic event from this town. There's gonna be a
Right, like-
memorial.
Not everything needs to be a travesty. Let's just walk along the road to the other road and get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I
do
like the straight edge at which you approach most things, Ori.
Thank you, Cal.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Is there anything any of you would like to do before you beat a hasty retreat?
No.
Do you want to be
Mm.
carried in a bucket? Because Tess will carry
No,
you.
no, it's okay. But that's a pretty funny idea to think about. I would say to Tess, do you want to message Heidi and see exactly where she put the cart?
She said that she would be waiting for it, but it's been hours. So yeah, I'll message her. Tess will use the sending crystal to basically say, sorry, we got delayed. We're heading back to the main road now. Are you still waiting for us?
The reply comes back a little groggily, but you hear.
Sorry, honey.
I slept in the wagon. I'm 2 miles up the road.
Oh, what a hero.
Yeah, right. You're incredible. Actually, no, I'm not going to burn a last ending on that. But fabulous. I will relay this to the group. We have a direction. We know where to go.
Okay.
We shall beat a hasty 2 miles up the road.
Alrighty then. Then, in that case, as you make your way up and away, and you meet Heidi with your wagon and horses, they all seem to be well cared for.
Good.
Heidi says,
Leah throws herself at peanut butter.
"Can I ask what the hell happened to you all?"
Oh,
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
My birthday sucked.
there's some kind of terrible conspiracy centered around that temple in your town. This priest Talon, he's not who he says he is, and there was something horrible going on in the catacombs below. And the town guard, who I think are probably just trying to make ends meet, but they, look aside from some of these things. They got involved, and it's a bit of a mess, honestly. I'm sorry.
Alright. Well, thank you kindly for your aid and your kind words. Next time they come pulling for rent, I'll probably let them have it and make my own way.
Heidi,
Aye?
thank you for taking care of our horses. And Claudia's gonna give her 100 gold.
Oh,
If you're gonna leave, you might as well have something to start with.
that's mighty kind of you. Alright.
And it might be a bit before they can hassle you for rent, since there's not that many of them left alive.
Huh?
You're welcome.
There's not that many guards left alive right now.
Oh, I'm sure the
You see
Dougals can.
her face kind of goes a little pale when she says, okay.
You should be warned, because I'm sure you'll hear more about it
Sure.
And they'll probably come asking you questions since we did swoop in and help you.
Yeah.
You can just tell them
Maybe
you don't
leave
know
sooner
where
rather than
we're going.
later.
All right. You see, she's kind of looking at you all warily. She says,
It got out of hand.
We didn't mean for it to.
well, I thank you for your help. And I hope you have a pleasant voyage. And
Me too.
she,
Good luck.
like, picks up her... You see she has, like, a quarterstaff that she's using as a walking stick. She begins walking back.
Well, let's get the fuck
Good,
out of
nice
here.
lady. Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps we should travel a bit before we
Yes.
think about camping.
Oh, but
Yes.
Velen's Velen's first divine mission, we didn't do it.
We're not done yet. It doesn't have to all be done immediately.
We're gonna come
I don't
back.
know how divine missions work.
We're gonna
I
come
mean,
back.
I don't really either, but we
If you
clearly
want-
have more to do here.
If you want, I
Do
could
you-
loose a single fire arrow in its direction, and maybe we get lucky.
Yeah.
Do you not
I
think that
think
maybe
Miles
blowing
from
up
town.
half the building is just as good as burning it?
I don't feel done. But I think
But you
that
didn't see it, to be fair, Velen. I did.
I mean that is fair. I didn't see it,
We have.
but I
Yeah, that building is fucked.
We have our next step.
yeah.
Velen,
The
do
rest
you
of
want
that place is gonna go down in cleansing fire. I mean,
It
if
is.
you want to
That
shoot
does
a
seem
fire
appropriate.
arrow at it, I'm not gonna say no.
We're not going
but,
2
we
miles
wanna-
I
out
will.
into town.
But I
I'm not
will.
gonna
But I
waste
will.
it.
Yeah, don't do that
let's-
because
How
Let's
far
not-
can you fire an arrow, Cal?
600 yards, maybe?
Not bad, not bad.
But the
Let's
fire would
not-
be long gone out by the time it got there.
right.
Let's
It's snowing.
let's come back to this.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to come back.
Gonna
We're
have to
gonna
come
have
back
to-
anyway.
We're gonna have to be stealthy about it. But
Perhaps we could
I
rig
don't
up
think-
maybe like like an alchemist fire on the end. What do you think?
No.
From the
Got
arrow?
something
Al,
for this. Don't you
No.
worry.
No.
Anyway, and on
I'm
we
gonna
go.
make a fire that can never
I'll
be
bet-
put
I'll-
out.
I think that's a
Terrible
spell.
idea.
It's just
I-
it
Ever
never
burning
has-
flame.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we have.
But
one.
it
Claudia
But it's
gets
gonna
on
be
top of the
big.
wagon and has the reins. And she's like, "Get in, Artie, please."
You've
It's-
seen me make one of those.
I'm already in the wagon.
Yeah.
Let's
I,
go.
Yeah.
You would know how to make that. That's
Yeah, I have one. I made one. It's
Claudia
it's
starts
in.
the horses at a very slow trot.
oh, all right, and Cowl also grab onto
Yeah,
the wagon.
that little run up and just like hang off the side of the wagon.
Artie's little legs.
As you take control of the horses, Claudia, you hear. Missed you.
Oh,
Missed you so much, peanut butter.
I don't trust this horse, you guys.
I don't either.
It reminds me of the strange cow in
The strange
Druid
ox.
Enclave. The strange ox.
No, peanut butter's a good horse. Claudia doesn't say words, but she sends all her love to this horse telepathically,
Okay.
and she gives it a psychic hug.
Sure.
She
I
doesn't know the
think so.
earth
I
is
think
round,
you
but she could give
think
psychic
that.
hugs.
You think that really hard, and
Roll
that's what
2d6 psychic damage.
Ah,
happens.
nosebleed.
Psychic body slam.
So, please, can I get somebody to roll me a D100?
Go
Can
ahead,
I do it
Claudia.
because I'm driving the horse?
Sure.
Yeah, you go for it.
Yay! 94.
Oh,
Damn.
jeez.
All right. Hold
This is
on.
gonna be
How many
terrible.
miles we get out of town? It's fine.
We lead a herd of coursers back into town.
Finish the job. No survivors. We can't let anyone know we made a mistake.
We're on a holy mission. I mean, I'm not, but I'm just co-opting it.
It's tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Told me you needed the building burned, you know?
Listen,
You took it too seriously, Artie.
You are riding for maybe an hour, to get away from the town when you hear a screech of pain. It sounds animalistic, but it also
fuck.
sounds a little reptilian. And it
Fuck.
sounds powerful.
Big? Oh.
No, not big, but it had strength behind it.
Gnosis.
As you,
Oh no.
it's
The
the,
wizard.
it's the sorcerer who's broken the toe. No, Claudia, you were
Oh,
driving.
what are you doing?
Uh-huh.
That you heard that off to your right. You're on the road at the moment. To investigate it, you're going to have to go off the road.
Claudia starts sweating profusely because she wants to stop.
Guys,
Huh.
I think there's an injured animal out
Suddenly,
there.
all of you hear us in the middle of she's talking. And then another screech.
She
What was
stops
that?
the horses.
Is that like a whip noise?
That's what I think.
All right. Pull it over.
Hell was that?
I don't know. We're
I
gonna
don't know.
find out.
Ori hops
I
out
don't
of the
know.
wagon, though.
It's my birthday. I gotta get this body count up.
Oh,
You know,
No,
you're gonna.
Artie, is it? We decided. I thought it wasn't your birthday. You
I
gotta-
don't know. I didn't know you could just decide it to be your birthday and then not. You know, I don't know how birthdays
You
work.
did decide in the
Claudia's going in the direction.
I'm gonna be honest, Artie. You should stick with this day because it can only go up from here.
You're right.
I still
I
have
follow.
a birthday present for you.
Yeah, fuck
Okay,
yeah.
let's go.
As
Claudia's sneaking.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
so
not
you have
right on
gotten
her now.
off of the cart.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got off the cart.
Yeah.
Okay, please roll me stealth, everybody.
God, I can't wait to have ranger spells. Oh my god, terrible.
My VTT
Yikes.
apparently wasn't
I'm gonna
found,
give
but
Hal Blessing of the Trickster.
I rolled a 21.
I rolled a 24. Same thing with my VTT.
Claudia's a little emotionally compromised with the thought of animal pain. And-
Okay, so a 21, a
Kicks
24, a
Garou.
15, a 14, and a 7.
Hmm.
And if Cal is coming, he can roll at advantage.
Straight roll.
Can
Yeah,
Cal
that's
stay with the
good.
horses?
Straight roll, rather. Yeah,
Okay,
Can Cal
he
stay
rolled a
with the
10.
horses?
that's me.
He can stay with the horses, sure.
That would be great. I would rather just not leave an unattended cart.
All right. Cal will stay, defend the cart.
Thank you.
He says, it's for
Take
the
care.
best, I can't see shit anyway. As all
Perfect.
of you are making your way toward the
Be
snow.
safe.
When she leaves Cal, she says peanut butter's in charge.
Which one is that?
I hope peanut butter's goes.
Front right.
She doesn't. Front right? Cal just looks
Yeah.
at the horse and says, all right, your orders. And nothing happens. As all of you are making your way in the direction of this noise, you're quietly sneaking.
Making our way.
You
I was
crest-
thinking that.
You crest a low hill over the snow, and you see a large plume of snow is tossed to the side, and you now can hear the quiet but hissed orders that are not being said in common.
Ooh.
Do any of you speak undercommon?
Damn it.
God damn it, no.
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 Wrong character for that.
Who speaks Undercommon? Is that dwarves and
No.
shit?
No,
that's
drow.
like drow and
Underdark.
dwerger.
Okay.
Things that live deep.
Under.
Yeah.
You see,
Under the common.
as the snow settles, you can't
Thank you,
understand
bitch.
what's being said, but you see there are a number of figures. They're humanoid. They're wearing thick, heavy coats and cloaks, and they're holding on to these thick, dense ropes that are lashed up and over what looks like a young adult black dragon.
I thought that might be what was happening.
Ooh, shit.
And it is
What?
slowly being dragged through the snow.
Are they trying to drag it down into the...
A young
They're
adult?
yeah. They're dragging it east. You don't see, like, their target, but...
I think Claudia's fervor for
Not an
animal
animal.
rights,
It's
yeah,
not an
immediately
animal.
fizzles out, and she's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
That's not
Artie's
really, I was
eyes
picturing,
widen.
Like, something smaller.
No, back. We don't want this.
I'm gonna just steer Artie. I'm just gonna put my hand on my shoulder firmly on Artie's shoulder and just like pull him slowly back.
Roll me another stealth.
No reason to go.
Dude.
Good lord.
They can do that to a dragon.
Oh shit! I'm rolling so bad.
The dragon's on its fucking own.
Yeah, I know, but if they
mean-
can do that to a dragon, I'm not into that
I
fight.
mean, if we help the dragon, it owes us a favor.
It's a black
I
dragon.
don't think that's how dragons work.
Black is
That's like-
acid, right?
That's not even devils. Not even devils will do that.
What?
Yes, it is acid.
If somebody saved me, I'd owe them. I'd give them a favor.
You're not a fucking dragon.
I want to be.
What?
What?
Later.
You didn't hear that?
Claudia, I need you to roll me stealth at disadvantage.
I already rolled so bad.
I know. Roll again and take the lower. Because you're snapping Artie right now.
Don't fucking snap at me.
Uh-huh. A 9. Okay.
Or he's just wishing really hard that she had just stayed behind with Cal. Why did I come here?
As this group of humanoids are pulling and dragging and pushing this dragon, suddenly you hear sharp, whispered voices, and then you hear the sounds of footsteps approaching.
Nope. We're booking it.
You run.
Oh, for sure. The
Okay.
jig is up, fellas.
You can choose to just
Yeah,
run.
we're running. If we get back to the horses, we can go. Yeah.
Right, I'm waiting for input from somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I wanted,
Because
yeah,
everyone's just looking.
I wanted to leave. Let's go.
I
Somebody
mean,
grabs me, I'll go.
Is there
Yeah,
is there
I
I pick you
someone
up as I
like
run by.
Already grabbed
in
you, Artie.
some way indicating that we're running because
The
we
running
were all,
would be a good indication.
Probably the running, yeah.
I just I feel like Velena's gonna be caught a little flat-footed here.
Well, here's the question. Would
Then
Velen
perish.
see Claudia run and then just not move?
Keep going. What would
no,
you
I
do?
think she would also run if Claudia's running. I just think that she would have to. I just think that she would. I think
Well,
she'd get
you-
a slow start
so
because
you-
she'd be frozen at first, like, ugh, what the fuck, then run.
Flat-footed is a Pathfinder thing. I'm not gonna.
Okay, okay.
You fucking.
Yeah, I think
you
if
can run.
you see your ranger bolt, you just bolt. That's just
It
like
might take
common
you a
sense.
second to go. Wait, what? And
Huh?
then you would
Oh,
run. But
shit.
I'm not. It's still 6 seconds. So you guys run. Okay.
Okay.
You avoid an encounter that might have been very dangerous.
Yes.
Mhm. No drown. No, thank you.
Okay. You return to the cart, and as you do, Cal says, "Well, what the fuck was that?"
We're going. We're going. We're going.
Yes, we're leaving.
Okay.
We're leaving. We'll tell you on the road.
People that captured a black dragon.
Who the
Drow.
fuck takes a black dragon prisoner? What the
Oh, the
fuck?
drow.
I don't know.
People we don't want to mess with. Let's go.
If I had some resources, I would definitely go for that, but I'm
I
tapped.
throw Artie into the back of the wagon.
For what
The
purpose, Artie? What do you think you could gain?
favor of a black dragon.
Oh, Lord.
They're all in the cart now, and Claudia
Cal's
goes.
like scratching his chin, and he says,
Yeah, Velena's gonna quickly climb into the cart. You
The
can't do
stories-
favors.
"The stories I hear from
I'm gonna-
black dragons are that they're evil and vile, and they hate people."
I'm gonna whisper really quietly to Ori. I want his gland. I don't want to be his friend. I want his parts.
I can hear you.
Wow. I wanted to harvest it, okay? The fucking jig is up.
Had
So
to
you wanted to
fight.
kill it. All right.
We would
Yeah.
have had to fight it and the drow. It would have been.
No. We could have pinned one against the other and then swooped in while they were low, you know?
No, that's what was already happening, but we interrupted it by being loud. We could
Mhm.
have just waited.
Can I ask you a question, Artie?
Mhm.
Why don't you say what you mean?
Because if that dragon would have heard me when we were back there, then maybe I wouldn't have gotten the jump on it, you know?
No,
But
I'm
now
talking
that we're
about
out of
right,
earshot,
right now. You said you wanted a favor, and then you were like, "All right, fine. You wanted its nuts."
you want the truth?
Yes, that's why I'm asking you.
None of those are the truth.
As the
I
cart
don't trust
begins to- You don't trust me.
I just met you like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
You
fair
just
enough.
met Ori.
Do you trust me, Artie?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, all right.
Well, no, that seems.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I have father issues, even though I didn't have a father. I don't know, something about male figures, it's just untrustworthy to me. But women, yeah.
Cal turns into a female version of Cal.
Hey, now that's better.
Oh, Callie.
Is that
That's
better?
way better. Yeah, a little bit actually. I mean, the voice is kind of killing it for me, but yeah.
Well, it's not
so,
worse.
while my voice cannot actually turn into a
Yeah, I
female's
know.
voice, Cal's did.
Artie,
Uh-huh.
I trust him.
Okay.
And you trust
I-
me.
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I do. It's just like an instinctive thing.
He seems like a pretty good
m-
dude, honestly.
I,
He
you know,
is.
I don't have
Funny.
anything personal against him. And the more that I think about it, just very distrusting of any man I meet, because most of the people that have done bad things to me in my life have been 100% men.
All right, we're
So it's
unpacking
just like
things. This is
it's
good.
just like a reaction. I don't. It's just instinct.
I
Bam.
think this is great, but I think, and I really want you to open up to us, Artie, but there is another thing that I kind of wanted to unpack with you.
Uh huh.
What happened up there?
Oh, okay.
I'd like to be part of that unpacking as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Artie, and welcome to
Okay.
my unboxing.
So I pulled out the bomb because I didn't think these guys were going to be stupid enough to fucking try to swing at a bomb. But I forget that they're just criminal guards
Speaking
that
as
are
someone who's
probably
been a guard for a long time, it was a
Uh-huh.
doll.
With glowing blue eyes.
Okay, but it looked like a doll, and you said it was a bomb.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Besides the point, we're
Go on.
we're we're. I'm very happy that you're a woman right now because it's making this easier. But if you're a guy right now, it pisses me off a little bit. You
Nope,
know.
still have tits.
Yep. It's doing good for you. Thumbs up. Okay. So I turned invisible and I went inside the building. And as I went in the building, I was really, really fucking pissed. And all I could think about was those corrupt guards back in Auger City. And I got really mad. And the next thing I know, I have that fucking, I guess, who is it, Lokir? I have, I guess, the god that's in the temple in my head talking to me seductively that I want to do it and I'll be so powerful. And the next thing I know, I look up and the bomb's just flying through the air and she dropped the illusion and she let me see all of it. And that was it. I didn't mean to throw it. I wanted to. Part of me wanted to. But I look up and it's flying. Don't get me wrong, they're probably bad people, but I don't want to just kill 5, 6 people right off the bat, especially not on my birthday.
You regret it, Artie?
Of course I do.
You wasted money.
Okay, I
Whoa.
think we can fix it. Well, I mean, we can't bring them back necessarily.
What do you mean?
When you say fix it, what do you mean?
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
I mean, I think you're right. I think, you got convinced. And I don't think you would have been convinced otherwise.
It's just a thought at first. I didn't
I
mean
don't
to
know
put
if I
any
buy that,
action behind it.
honestly. But let me say why.
Hmm.
You gotta own your choices if you're going to choose your own path. I've done some stupid shit in my life.
Same.
And you have to own it. You have to look at your choices and know which ones that you made. Maybe you were high. Maybe you were trying really hard to impress someone attractive. Still you doing it. Still you making that choice. And it's still you coming up with a way to make it better. Coming up with a new path. I will help you if you want to try to make it better. If you want to try to come up with a new path. Your choice. Also, your direction. That's all.
How do I make up for something like that? Kind of head sulks down a little bit and his shoulders kind of come in.
When you've
That's
torn
his
it all
job.
down, all you can do is build something new.
They talk
I get
about
that.
they talk about redemption as though you're trying to get some god's forgiveness or the people you've hurt's forgiveness. Make things right. And while helping those that you've harmed, that is a good way. Ultimately, The person who has to forgive you is you.
I don't think I could do that yet.
Maybe not. It might take quite a while. The best you can do
No.
is the best you can do.
And not all change is bad. It was a bad day. And you're different now. But it doesn't mean you're worse.
And look at it this way. The next time you consider using a bomb to threaten people, you probably won't.
That's actually a pretty valid point. I still
Also,
don't feel
maybe
good about it.
maybe no more dolls bombs that are also dolls. That was very creepy.
Should I have made it look more like an actual bomb so they take
No.
me seriously?
I will actually say yes, actually, if they had seen, as speaking from a guard's perspective, if it looked like an explosive, they probably wouldn't have hit it.
Duly noted.
They would have hit you.
Yeah. I panicked.
Well, they were going to take you and your big lad friend to prison.
Yeah, I kind of panicked on that one.
You know, I feel...
Seeker says something
Listen.
agreeable.
I haven't known any of you very long. But speaking as someone who lived through this entire day with you, I don't think it's entirely fair for us to take the tone that Artie is the only one that made poor choices.
Oh, he's
No,
not.
definitely not.
You just
So,
hear it from
Probably-
the front of the wagon, Claudia say, "I'm sorry."
I'm not... No, dear, I'm not trying to call anybody out. I'm just saying perhaps Artie shouldn't feel that it is on him to win redemption, and that the rest of us
Oh, that's
are
not what I was trying to say at all.
pristine. I can't listen.
Mistakes were made.
Exactly.
There was a lot of things that we could have done better.
Yes, like, I mean, listen, Belen, I wasn't trying to read your mind, but when
No,
you didn't tell your friends what you were going to do.
No, I wanted to try to do it without implicating the rest of you, and I should have realized that that was not a thing that I could do.
Right, they had to cover... Everybody was just doing the best they could with the information they had, I think.
And I didn't share until it was already a clusterfuck by the time you guys knew what was going on.
And I don't know. Listen, I'm also not trying to say, Artie, that you should throw bombs at people, because really that was fucked up, and I hope I never have to see that again.
Mm-hmm.
It was scary.
Yeah.
It usually gets
Yeah, it
scary.
was for me too.
I imagine.
Mm.
Sometimes we have more power than we know, and just because we can do a thing or make a thing doesn't mean we should.
I write that down.
It was like literally the opposite of what Lokir was saying.
Or he
To
looks
Artie
very
in that
gratified that
moment.
you write it down.
I wrote that down.
For what it's worth, I didn't mean to lead you in blind. I wasn't thinking straight.
Oh, of course not.
You were on a divine mission. It's hard to think under those circumstances.
But I've had lots of opportunities to be on divine missions before, and I told them all to get fucked. So it's...
You just mean next time you undertake your divine mission with a bit more
Temperance.
input. Temperance, that's a good word.
And if there's fire involved, I would like to be involved in that plan. I could have had better ideas.
I promise you still will be when this isn't over. But
Cleansing fire. We're gonna make it happen.
Oh yeah, we gotta still save the Dougal guy underneath.
the Revenant, which
Yep.
man,
Yeah.
being a Revenant during the silence, that's wild.
I don't understand that. That freaks me out.
It's basically, I mean, I know that the entire war was basically using necromancy to tap into the divine powers that weren't there. But it's so strange to be confronted with it still active after all this time.
It's really
and across
weird.
the ocean.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, that's why I asked this guardian that we met. Like, she's older than that, but also it seemed equally strange.
What did?
What does the Astral Sea and Tysus and whatever it is that she's guarding have to do with this?
Well, she said that the thing he wanted to use it to inspire
Desire.
want in people. Desire.
Want for what? For death?
Possibly.
A
Undeath?
vestment. She said it was a vestment, so it's
Yeah.
probably a powerful artifact. And if it was a powerful artifact that needed to be hidden from a famous ancient
dragon.
tyrant, yeah, that's gonna be
Control, probably. Some kind of
immense
manipulation.
magical power. The kind of thing that Lokir, somebody hot for Lokir would be really hot for that.
Well, it's quite a pickle.
We can always go talk to her again. I think this thing needs a little time to recharge, though.
Do you have any pickles in this wagon? I'm hungry.
We got a jar.
We only have pickles.
Excellent.
It's all pickles.
Oh my
You can pickle anything.
Who shopped for the rations? They're all pickle.
And onions. We also have a bunch of onions.
Barrel of
That's
onions.
That's right. Artie's onions.
Shit, I
forgot.
never got my onions.
You can pickle onions. They're delicious.
You can. Nice and salty and briny.
Please roll me a survival check. Claudia, if you don't mind.
I was going.
I was like, what?
You do a great job of wrangling us.
Are we
I'll tell
in
you
the
what.
forest?
For a sec.
I mean,
No.
We
we're on
are.
No, we're on the hills and plains.
All right.
Oh no.
Different fucking
no.
biome.
Yeah, listen.
15.
That's the real reason Gideon stayed home. He's like, you can't take me out of the forest. You'll see how incompetent I am.
Take me
Oh,
It's my-
forest.
Is my favorite terrain.
You find a reasonable camping site.
Hey.
Oh, there's
So?
a massive frog.
As you guys prepare to take a long rest,
fucking slammed that tree so hard into the wall.
what?
One of the
My
cats
cat Heimdall just
giant frog.
fucking slammed
bodied
tree.
that tree.
Okay.
Sorry.
Are we traveling, or how are we gonna still be on the road for like an hour before we take a long rest?
No.
We just
you're
found
No, we
camping
just
now.
found the campsite.
We're
Yeah.
heading-
Why?
Because Tess wants to try something. I don't have any first level spell slots yet, but left. But ceremony is a ritual, and as part of ceremony, there is one thing called atonement. You touch a willing creature whose alignment has changed. You make a DC 20 Wisdom Insight check. On a successful check, you restore the target's alignment. That's what Tess was talking about when she was thinking about what if I could fix it.
Oh.
So
We could do it before we long rest.
yes. Is that something that Artie would be okay with if she tried to like petition Jimino?
If you're giving him an easy out, of course. And I know it's not like an actual easy out, but yes, in his mind, he's like, oh yeah, quick fix, magic.
Like it never happened.
Yeah,
Well,
retribution, I'm good.
Tess is gonna explain though that like, it's not an
Mhm.
easy. It's not magic. Artie.
Tess knows that's not going to sink in.
But
She
so why
knows
are we
him
doing
better than
it?
anyone.
It's true, but she has to try. Just to be like, it's
Yeah, you're gonna fix me, all the bad things I did with magic. Let's do it.
no. I'm gonna try to ask Jimino to be understanding about this change. I mean,
Is
if
it
there's
gonna
anyone
help me
that's
forgive
understanding
myself?
I mean, I think, yeah, she's good at that. She's
Yeah,
good
use
at
your magic.
helping you accept the
I don't
change.
know if Artie's learning his lesson, Tess.
I don't. Well, I think Jamino.
Let's
I
give it
don't
a
know.
try.
This is what happens when you don't have a father figure.
Hmm.
Listen, I don't think we have to be so carceral about this.
Artie knows what that word does, but Dooch does not.
Well, we don't have to. We don't have to prioritize punishment here.
But I feel bad. And
I
now
know. I
that
know
you
you
bring it
do
up, I feel worse. So, atonement.
that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I mean, weren't you guys just telling me that this is what I have to find? And then I found it?
Atonement
Here's
in
the
a
thing.
can.
Cal just
Here's the
kind of
thing.
like
Wait, here's
rose
the
his
thing.
head.
If this doesn't work,
Hmm.
it doesn't mean you're bad. Okay? If it doesn't work, what it means is
I
Jamino
did.
wants you to live and grow through it.
Oh, shit. Well, I hope it works.
Does it work?
It wants you to suffer.
No, that's not what I mean.
That was
I'll take
Pen.
any help I
Talia
can
wouldn't
get.
say that.
Jamino isn't. It's not. The
I,
point
I
isn't.
love it.
The point isn't the suffering. The point is the growth. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'll take any help I can get. I'm not good at this, guys. I don't know if you've realized that.
It's
Self
okay.
reflection?
I'm gonna give you some help.
Mhm.
As you're considering this and you're talking it over with Artie, what does your atonement ritual look like?
I think for Tess. I mean, if we're at the campsite now,
Yeah,
right?
you camped.
She's going to sit down. I think for this one, it's gonna be Tess kind of praying with Artie, just kind of like you gotta trust me and you gotta sit still. I didn't know that that's
Mm.
hard. And it's a lot of Tess kind of petitioning Jamino, because Jamino knows better than Tess does what Artie needs right now, and she wants to ask, is there a way that you can help him understand where he is in this journey? He regrets this decision. It wasn't a decision that I believe he would have made if he hadn't been kind of swayed and in under the influence of another god. Is this something you can help us with?
Roll me a
And
spellcasting check.
in Tess's heart, there's the understanding that like this might not work. Jamino might decide that this is a thing to kind of be worked through, and like Tess understands and accepts that, even though Artie kind of can't. So Tess is kind of try to like have that understanding between the two of them. 23.
Oh man.
23. Artie. This ritual takes an hour. While it does, you are seated across from Tess as she's talking to you. You see a form behind her. A humanoid shape of a woman or a man. You're not sure. They're looking down at you, and you see they have their hands open. Open, as if offering you something in both. And as Tess is talking to you, you look at the left hand. You see fire. You see pure force. And you see its aftermath. You see visions. Visions of a family no longer having a man come back to them. Visions of a brother lost to smoke and pain. Visions of hopes and dreams suddenly dashed because of a mistake. And in the other hand, you see opportunity. You see power gained at the cost of others, but in such growth. You see yourself standing on the backs of people. You can't tell if they are helping you or if you are taking advantage of them. You feel as though you're being given a choice. The one on the right, power through the cost of others, feels cold, calculating, selfish, but in the end would get you far. Ambitious, but greedy. On the left, the pain, helping others with compassion, but suffering that pain yourself. Seeing the families lose people that are important to them affects you. And you can feel that hurt when you look at it, but you know maybe it's supposed to be there. Which do you choose?
After seeing these visions, he actually gets it for a second. And it's not something he's contemplated prior to. It's not an intuitive thought that comes to his mind. Wasn't even a second thought. Wasn't in the calculations at all of the ramifications of that or what it brought. And he looks at Tess and kind of just head nods. And he takes the pain. He knows, regardless of what that power can bring and what he's done, nothing's going to change what he actually did. He understands that just even for a split moment, the first time, he can actually accept that it's his mistake and that he has to live with that. Nobody's going to take that away from him because it's not going to make the situation better for the people he put that through.
Tess, please roll me insight at advantage.
Okay. $24.
Okay. Artie, you feel almost a cool release on your heart. As that pain is there, the heartache of loss, but the pressure's gone from your shoulders. As if a weight was suddenly let away. This happened. You accept it. As the avatar of Jamino closes her right hand, she holds the left one out to you. You feel forgiven. Your alignment has been returned
Do I know how long what?
to good.
I think, doesn't it say 10 turns?
Rog, you're not
maybe?
muted.
I'm so
Neutral.
sorry.
Let's not push it too far. Neutral good.
I just said good.
That's
It was
Oh,
up to you
okay.
to
Cool.
reveal any other part of it.
Oh, okay. Because that's what it was prior to. He's gonna say to the avatar, "Thank you for not taking it away from me and showing me that I have to own it. I get it. I never thought I would, but I get it."
They place a hand over their chest, and you feel a pressure right on your chest, right where they've placed it. And you intuitively understand they mean it must come from you, not from them. And as the ceremony, maybe it doesn't end yet, but you see Jamino suddenly vanish into a multicolored wash of leaves.
In sorrow, growth. In growth, resilience. I love you and I'm proud of you, Artie.
Thank you. It doesn't feel good,
I know.
but it's not supposed to. He's
That's
gonna
my
kind
thing.
of just, yeah, he's gonna kind of just sit with like his arms around his little knees. Quiet. He'll tilt his head into her, but stay in that position. No tears, no nothing. You see the sorrow though, the recognition.
Claudia's like 10 feet away, weeping openly, so it's fine.
Hey, Artie.
Hmm.
Happy birthday.
Oh, it wasn't such a bad birthday after all.
I don't think it was.
I don't want to top this next year.
We're gonna have an actual party next year.
I'm baking a
Okay.
cake
Uh-huh.
if I'm there. No
Mm.
Is
promises.
he still Cali Crook?
Yes.
Yeah, you could be there.
I think on that note is where we will end tonight's session.
It's a good spot.
Mhm.
So, before anything else, as always, we will dive into the players' vote for inspiration. As quite a few things happened, although you guys didn't actually get very far. One moment here.
Classic us.
That's how it goes. But we'll start at the bottom this time. Sal.
Yes.
You're me.
Um,
Okay.
Shit. I have to give it to Tess for the ceremony. Especially the close of the ceremony. It's very, very good. Very, very real. And obviously, Dooch was awesome in the ceremony also. But being a catalyst for that, very excellent, just great moment. That's all I got.
M.
Obviously, dude, yay for Artie and this choice that he made. I am so glad. It was really good. I really liked the growth.
Mm.
And also just like the way that Artie was in the Astral Sea was also hilarious. The refrain of guys, terrible. Hate that guy. Excellent.
Yeah, but what if Dooch had taken, or already had taken the side?
You imagine?
This is what I wanted
Yeah.
the whole time.
I was waiting.
He would have gone evil.
I was gonna look over at everybody else. Are they watching? Do they know?
What did you say, Echo? He would have what?
He would have gone evil.
Yeah.
Oh, Darty.
Jimino is the god of all alignments. So
Darth
Yep.
Hardy.
Jimino's not gonna be like judging you.
Like,
That's the whole
okay.
point.
that-
This
you
is
could do
why I
that.
wanted to do it.
Pen.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna give it to Dooch. Because I particularly liked that Artie started that ceremony with, you can soothe my guilt and I won't have to feel pain. Or, like, I don't have to feel responsibility for this. And part of me was like, I don't know if we should do the ceremony. I feel like Artie needs to sit with this for a little bit longer. And then Echo completely changed my opinion of that with the offering of
100%.
that. I was
Oh,
like,
I
holy
mean,
shit, this is perfect. And
Tess
what
was like,
really
Tess knew what this was gonna be. Like I didn't know, but Tess knows her god, and
What
Tess knew.
really sealed it for me, Dooch, was when you said Artie like finally gets it. Like it clicks into place for him that you can be good and still make bad choices and you can still have regret. And that pain is important because if Artie felt better, that's great, but he devastated a couple families.
Yeah.
And like
Well,
that's not going to change for them.
no, that's the thing though, is in Artie's mind before that, prior to, it's evil guards, they're dead,
Mm-hmm.
feels bad about the building and all that, but he didn't. He
didn't have a family. He does not think of the family life behind things. He doesn't like that's not it
And
where
it's a
his
lot
mind
easier
goes.
not to.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is. Now you just open up a fucking world of pain emotionally for me.
And I
But yeah.
just wanted to say my second, or initially was going to be my choice, but then the whole ceremony scene happened. That line that Ori said that Artie wrote down was perfect. I loved it, and I loved how it was basically exactly what Lokir had said to Artie before he threw the bomb. You have this power. Show it to them. You deserve to use it. And she was like, you can have that power. But knowing not to use it is what sets you apart from
Yeah.
the bad, the
With
evil.
It was a
It
very
was just
good
such a
touch.
cool echo. And that's a cool echo.
Yeah.
Psycho Phantom.
No.
All right, Hellfrog. You are muted.
Muted.
You're muted.
Of course I am. I'm sorry. I'll figure it out someday. I also am going to give my RP vote to Tooch for Artie in the ceremony, and it was hard because honestly, Tess for doing it and Echo's narration was just
Yeah.
amazing off the cuff. I really liked the way that it was presented, but you stole my reasoning. Pen, same things. The pen said. I really liked how earlier, he was like, "Oh yeah, great, quick fix, even better. Let's go, let's do it," and then took the time to be like, "Oh no, you have to accept and sit with the stuff and think about it."
Like, he still got what he wanted, but he realized what it actually meant.
It was like growth.
Yep.
Growth
It was
happened.
growth.
So I vote for growth.
Okay.
I vote for growth.
So does Tess.
Yes.
All
It's
right.
her whole thing.
Dooch.
Big shout out to Echo on that one. Because going into that atonement, I had all of the intentions of being like, quick fix, cool, got it done. The way you presented that is the reason I chose. I wasn't just planning on being like, no, Artie's good. Don't worry. He feels all the remorse and everything. It's the way that you presented it very much, and that very heavily altered my decision on that. I'm not saying I was going to go evil or anything, but I was not going into that atonement. I was not expecting it to go like that. It was so. First off, big shout out to you.
Thank you.
I was in the beginning and middle going to give it to Ori for a few things, but I gotta give it to Tess for the atonement. That was a really cool idea, and what it brought from that is even better.
Okay, so our votes are 3 for Dooch, 2 for Tess, but considering every vote was for this scene, I do not feel in good conscience that I could only award a point to Dooch. So Tess, you've also earned a point for that scene.
Thanks.
Good. That seems very appropriate.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it was her idea, and she started it, and her closing prayer was
Yeah.
lovely.
It was a very good scene.
I do my
props to both
best
of
to
them.
be a fair arbiter in all things, and in this case, well done. Both of you have earned an inspiration point.
I would also like to add that I have been carrying ceremony around all day because I had a whole all like
Yeah,
game day.
switch from
because
coming of age at the
I had
beginning
a
of the
coming of
day
age, I had
to
a whole
Atonement.
other
atonement
plan.
at the end.
I had a whole other plan, and I was like looking at it. I was like, I wonder if this could actually still work. And I was like, yeah, it can. It can.
Belen wrote already a birthday song that has been sitting on my computer like
Hmm.
the entire
Oh.
time, and it is completely totally wrong for what has happened
Oh,
on Artie's birthday.
Oh,
Okay.
I hope she still sings it
She might
just
at some
as
point.
is.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll
There's
see
a
if
lot
that.
of like euphemisms to explosions in a celebratory sense, but now it just feels kind of off.
She's gonna sing it someday, and it like he won't know it's the birthday song until she says.
No, it says it's the birthday song in it. It's
The first line
Very
is,
on
this
the
is
nose.
Artie's birthday song.
not quite that. Not quite that, but it's in there, kind of like that. Yeah, no, it's anyway. Sorry.
No, that was great. I love
wanted
that idea.
I think this is the first time any of you have handled, not really an arc, but a situation with like none of the information. So, what did you guys
Whoa.
think of Shadowstead and how just
I feel
the
bad
heck?
that we're not allowed back.
you're not? No.
No,
I
definitely
mean,
not at
we're
all.
gonna come back. We're gonna come back anyway.
Yeah,
so-
but like Claudia's never been banned from a town
yeah.
before.
I, as a player, don't think that I have been banned from a town before. that I can.
Ori has definitely been kicked out of towns before.
Velen probably has too, but in just like I'm a bard that caused a bar fight kind of sense, as opposed to.
We get
you
to
know.
Malachor and Ori's face is on all of these like wanted posters.
I feel like Tess. I mean, Tess and her parent. They've been kicked out of places too. It's like the whole thing. They keep going.
Oh,
and keep
yeah.
going.
It
This
is
is not new
really
for-
funny that we went into this place that clearly has lore, and instead of finding out what it was, we basically just blew it up like
I don't know what
this.
this we stuff is.
We
Claudia
all
did it.
asked you
We all
fucking
did it.
questions. Claudia was like, let's hand out some flyers and maybe see what the priest is up to. And then suddenly, terrorism.
Yeah, it went to hell real quick.
It did.
I liked it because it felt very sandboxy and it felt like it was all our decisions.
Oh, that was for
And-
fucking sure.
I'm sure Echo is putting all
And-
the papers in the shredder.
like
while
just-
we were
Oh,
planning out the
this
session.
this world is a sandbox, and I want you to feel like anywhere you go, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, okay, but I don't think we intentionally wanted to destroy this place.
But
It
now
just
that
kind
we've
of happened
exploded a
that
town,
way.
it's out of our system and let's not do it again unless we have to.
But it happened.
It,
I
it
do-
did.
I
really
We
wanna
accept that
know.
it happened.
I want to know what the guy's up to. Like,
I
why
I
do you have
definitely
to
want to
do-
find out more shit with the Dougal.
W-
Yeah.
What I was getting out
Holy.
with that, what I was getting at with that, it felt like I'm playing a video game and I can go do a side quest here, or maybe some unexpected encounter here. Like it felt very genuine and like it was all because of us, which
Oh,
is
yeah, it
cool
was.
because sometimes when you play D&D, like I've played with other DMs, not many, but like it feels like you are push. This is what
Oh,
you're doing.
yeah.
Push.
They have a
Push.
set plan
You
on
don't
how
have
to
a
get that
say.
happening.
How do you react to this? But it felt like everything we did was like everything was here. You had 19 things here, and then we went to 3 of them. You know what I mean? Like, but it felt like at all times those options were still there.
Until we
Very good job.
destroyed them.
Well, the enemy in
Yeah,
this
until we
town
blew
is
'em up.
going to have weeks to prepare for us coming back. So I hope whatever the Agitaris have for us, maybe they'll send someone with us to help deal with this
I feel
problem.
like they have to. I mean, I don't know.
That's if
but
we even get to Malachor.
That's
we're
true.
gonna
I'm
get
getting
to Malachor.
weirdly
on the way
optimistic.
there.
We could just die.
Good.
We can get railroaded. We can go end back up in the astral sea somehow. You never know.
We're gonna
Well, we
get to
have that-
Malachor. Damn
we
it!
have that thing, so of course we can get. Well, I don't know. Does that wand work if it's not in that specific
So,
room with that?
is
Good
it-
question.
It's not okay. So all the
Is
rod
it actually a
says
security rod?
it mechanically is the same as a security rod. It the only difference is instead of pounding into the ground, it has to be placed within like an archway or a ring.
Oh, so if we
or
drew like a
doorway.
circle on the ground.
Yeah, it just needs boundaries.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs boundaries, Echo.
The difference
But
is
it's-
with a normal rod of security, you slam it on the ground,
Slam it.
and all our friends are all immediately put away. With this one, you have to actually run through a doorway, which you might like if somebody's down, you have to drag them through it. You know, like that's
Is it
the
still the
difference.
10-day charge time?
Depends
Because that's what it says on the inventory, like on the actual item
on
list
how long
on
you
D&D.
spent in it.
Okay, cool. I like that a lot. I just added a rod of security in my bag, but I left a note.
Just that's good enough because I know what it does.
Rod
Yeah.
of Lane's Glade.
Yeah, I'm gonna rename it and write some custom notes on it for the differences. But
It
It
occurs
is
to me.
in my notes called the key to the astral domain.
That sounds fun.
Cool. Yeah, and next time we'll have things that we're doing. But that's for
Hey.
next time.
Thank you all for
Nice.
playing with me. I hope you had a great time, and there were some deep moments in that session, which I didn't quite expect. To all of our viewers at home, we love you, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Now, unfortunately, I can't run next week because we will
Finally,
finally
be
be
going on our trip.
traveling. But I should be able to run the week after that, assuming Simic is still out down for the count.
Okay.
We'll figure out scheduling
Oh.
when it happens.
very glad we got to play this week. It was a good session.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.